Hey everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, hello. Oh, hi Moon. Hello, hello. This I also have my Yeah, I have that's crazy. I have my computer volume set to literally 1 and yet does anyone else think that the music volume is really loud? Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. I hope everybody has had a wonderful day so far. Oh boy, I actually got stuff prepared like I was actually maybe a little bit over prepared even. Um, but yeah, no. Today was pretty good for me. It's okay, do I need to hold on, I have an idea. Because this is genuinely like really loud for me. Oh wow. Okay, that's a little bit better. But then I can turn this up a bit. Okay. There we go. I turned it down a bit for me, but then I turned it up for you guys. So let me know if the volume needs to be turned up a bit more. I got some back pain periods. I'm gonna have to stop drawing for like a week. For a week of time to get better. Aww. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Moon. Oh no. Do you know like the cause of like why you oh the volume's okay? Okay, good. Do you know like the cause of like your back pains? I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man. That's okay, that's okay. Don't worry about it, I totally understand. I hope you get better soon. Cause that sounds like bleh. Oh boy. I've had like some pretty bad like neck and back pain and stuff like that. So I know what that is. That's oh boy. But anyways, today I have a very special stream for you all. No, I thought for a minute I thought you could like interact with the pen. Is there? No, okay. Probably because of drawing, because when I draw are just sent like a shrimp. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Body pain is never fun, yeah. Oh man. Well maybe, yeah. For one, I feel like kind of bad because I almost feel like I'm responsible for that. Because of the commissions that I sent, so I honestly feel really bad. I know I didn't really do anything wrong, but like still, I feel bad. Although probably like this is probably a sign that like you could also like from now on when drawing to not draw or sit like you're not responsible for how I sit. I know that's why I was like I know. That's why I was like, yeah, maybe not actually, but that's just what it feels like. That's what I was gonna say. Like maybe starting now, like you just need to like sit not like a shrimp when you draw, just like in general, like not even when you draw a lot, because like yeah, no, that's gonna if you can sit all curled up like that, yeah, that's not gonna be good for the back. Oh, hello, Dime. Hello, it's been a while. Hello, hello. How's it been? I've seen you popping around Felix's streams for a bit, but other than that, yeah, no, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, yeah. So to actually get into the nitty gritty of this, yeah, today we have a bit of a sponsored stream. We are going to be checking out the demo for Rose Academy. The devs are based in, I believe, Russia, and they sent me the demo of this game, which is currently free on Steam and itch.io. And they basically just sent this to me and was like, yeah, no, we hope that you can show this off to your folks and you should check it out and give us your opinion on it. And I was like, yeah, sure. Just took some meds, so it's gonna be okay. Oh, okay, that's great. Like some painkillers? Yeah, that's a really good idea. You might even be able to, if that's the case, you might even still be able to draw even with your back pain if you're taking those painkillers. Just make sure not to, like, crouch up like a shrimp when you're drawing. Because, oh boy, that's, uh-oh. But yeah, no, I was saying, yeah, no, they're based in Russia. They just finished up the demo for Rose Academy, which, to actually read off What they sent me, yeah, they're from St. Petersburg, to be more specific. It is a detective visual novel inspired by Everlasting Summer and Danganronpa. They tried to blend the strengths of both games, and the result turned out really interesting. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to the Steam page in chat right now, just in case you want to download it for yourself. It is entirely free. This is the link that they sent me. I know it brings you to the Russian page. I don't know why they did that, but hopefully there's like, you can just like change the language on Steam and it's like the language you can actually understand. But yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and play this demo for now, and the full game comes out in March, by the way. So be on the lookout for that. This demo should take us about to our normal stream time. So I thought it would be a good idea just to knock out the whole game tonight. And then afterwards, if we have some time after the fact, we'll watch that Tomodachi Life Living the Dream direct that came out earlier today. Because I said it would be around 2 hours, so if we finish and there's still like half an hour left of the stream, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. But I am very interested to see what this game is. I think... What is... Also, while I was dicking around in here, I found... No, that's not that. In About here, they actually have just the credits here, so yeah, no. These people deserve to be on screen right now. Shoutouts to all of the people on screen right now for their time and effort with making this game. Because I have not played it yet, but I certainly am interested in what it's going to be, and they obviously put dozens of hours into this demo and the final product, so yeah. Huge, huge kudos to everybody here. They should get all the credit in the world. But yeah, I think that should be it. So yeah, new game. The cityscape outside the window had long since changed from a metropolis to endless forest, but I didn't notice anything around me. The driver was saying something about the warm September weather, but his words never reached my consciousness. I was lost in memories of what had happened that morning. Oh, okay, so it's like a modern setting. A morning phone call interrupted my morning magic, which consisted of a cup of coffee and reading the news. I rarely break my own rules, never answering unknown numbers, especially during vacation. But this time something was different. A premonition told me this call wasn't random. Unknown, incoming call. It's at 97%, okay. The phone continued to vibrate insistently. I reached out and after a second's hesitation answered the call. Oh, he's cute. Hello? James? The girl's voice sounded vaguely familiar, but I couldn't recall where I'd heard it before. Who is this? Perhaps you don't remember me. It's been many years. It's Nika. We were at the same summer camp together. Bear's Cliff, do you remember? That's good. There's also rubbing cream medicine if your pain gets really bad, but I know there's hot and cold and Bengay, both of those really good too. Yeah, those are also both really good. Again, hope that your back pain eases up. James is ready to serve at any moment if he gets a random call. I know, right? They're both super cute. Her name triggered a wave of long-forgotten memories, washing the rest of the world out of my head. Aww. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Nika, my first love. Of course I remember. There are things you don't forget. Wonder if that's natural colored hair because anime, or if she just dyed her hair green. I remember. It's so unexpected to hear from you after 10 years. Yes, 10. It's hard to believe. So, this year marks the anniversary of our first meeting. The girl's voice sounded cheerful, almost playful. However, I was too surprised to play along. And after our last meeting, too. Nika, has something happened? For a couple of seconds, silence hung on the line. I could almost see her biting her lower lip, a habit she always had when she was nervous. Wonder if she still has this habit after all these years. You're right. Something has happened. I wish the reason for my call were just the anniversary, but there's something more serious. I heard you've become one of the best in your field. How did you know I'm a special agent? That's classified information. Heating pads and painkillers should be enough. I normally rest for a day, but I have school today, so I can't. Aww. Oh, goodness. Hugs and kisses and lots of love to Moon, everybody. Hope she gets better. Seriously, hope you get better, bestie. Despite my curiosity, it's not a question to ask over the phone. Anyway, I need your help, James. What exactly is the matter? Love the art in this. Oh, am I supposed to? Okay, didn't realize. I'm the principal of a girls' academy, and one of our students died yesterday. Aw. It looked like a suicide, but she had no reason for it. Oh, you do not, you cannot say that. You don't know what goes on in high school people's minds. Although it may sound strange, my experience tells me there's something more going on here. Oh, wow. I didn't even know Bengay is French. Wow. Huh. Vacation, huh? And now I'm investigating something again. A student suicide? That's not even my specialization. Damn it, why did I agree to it? Just because I heard her voice? So many years, and after all this time, she had my number. She knew who I was, but she never called after what happened. Well, what really happened? It was puppy love. What truly connects us besides stories from summer camp? But no matter how hard I tried to convince myself that we had nothing in common, I couldn't forget how 10 years ago I rushed to the post office after returning from camp. With trepidation and a pounding heart, I hoped to find a reply to my letter addressed to Nika. I remember how, week after week, I could never find that letter in a pile of fresh mail. I remember pleading with my parents to visit Nika on the other side of the country to make sure she was okay. I remember my father finding her home phone number and how I dialed it. On the other end of the line, I heard that Nika's family had moved and the new tenants didn't have their current address or number. The driver's voice pulled me into my reflections of the past. We've arrived. When the driver stopped the car, for a moment I doubted we had arrived at the right address. Wait, this is a school? God damn it. Wow. We don't do only pets. No, we weren't saying that. That's not what we were saying. We were just... The coincidence was what captivated us. It's okay. She's young for university. Yeah, I guess she is. If 10 years ago they were kids, yeah, they're both kind of young for both of their fields, actually. Damn. The building visible beyond the gates looks more like a luxurious mansion belonging to some European aristocrat than a girls' academy. Taking my bag from the trunk and paying the driver, I double-checked the address on my phone. Girls' Academy. The address seems correct, so it really is a school. Yeah, I know, right? That's not true. That's not true. That's not what we were saying. Judging by its location and appearance, the ghouls here aren't from simple families. You get that right. As I approached the gates, I automatically noticed the flicker of a miniature sensor hidden within the decorative element. I'd seen such hidden facial recognition systems many times before. The only difference was that they were usually in government buildings or at secret headquarters meetings rather than in a civilian institution. Before my finger could press the call button, a mechanical voice came from a hidden speaker. Please state your name and the purpose of your visit. James Crofton, I'm here by personal invitation from the principal. For a couple of seconds, the system went silent, processing the information. Yeah, this is like Victorian-ass. Look how prestigious this is. I walked through the gates and they smoothly closed behind me. There were a few students in identical uniforms standing on the lawn. Noticing me, they immediately began whispering, casting curious glances my way. I pretended not to notice them, but my ears caught every word of not-so-quiet conversation. Just trying to find some things French is good at, not much, actually. Well, hey, you know what? We can add Bengay to the list, and you can be the second thing on the list. Do you see him too, or am I tripping? He's so handsome. I wish he were our new teacher. Aw, it's true, though. It's true. And also your friend that I met during that one Resident Evil 4 stream, they can be the third thing on the list. So that's 3 whole things right there. 3 things. Then I'd go to all his classes, especially the extracurricular ones, if you know what I mean. Some guests are rare at this school. You have the animators of Arcane too? Oh, let's go! I didn't know that. Hell yeah, that's number 4. Which, by the way, these aren't, like, ordered from worst to best or anything like that, but if we were supposed to... I mean, obviously, Moon would go at number 1, but that goes at number 2. But we're not ranking this or anything like that. It's just an unorganized list. So yes, number 4 right there. And free health, number 5. Look at this! Look at this! You're like, oh, I don't have anything to add to the list. We just put 5 things on the list in the span of like a minute. You just say bread and cheese? I did not. But okay. It's no surprise that a new person on Academy grounds becomes an object of intense scrutiny. Considering it's a girls' school, it seems I'm sparking a special interest among the students. Oh, yeah, good point. The path from the gates to the door seemed like a red carpet. The closer I got to the school, the more curious stares I felt. Groups of female students of various ages, strolling through the grounds, felt silent at my appearance, then immediately interrupted to whispers behind my back. Ah, Francis good at bread and cheese. Okay, well, that's number 6 and number 7 on the list. I don't remember ever getting this attention. That's pleasant or that's unpleasant. I guess that's pleasant. I must admit, even I like it. Feigning interest in landscape design, I suddenly turned toward a lonely senior student. Aww. She was standing nearby, her intense gaze fixed on me from the moment I stepped onto the school grounds. Our glances met for a moment, and I managed to notice her reddened eyes. Her fingers nervously fidgeted with the hem of her skirt. Unlike the other students who were looking at me with curiosity, her face expressed tension and some inner anxiety. Catching my gaze, she quickly turned away. She seems upset about something. Should I ask if she's okay? Okay, stop. Now's not the time. Investigation, James. I involuntarily shook my head, dispelling the intrusive thought. I took a deep breath as if before diving into the water and pushed the heavy front door open. Surprisingly, there were no guards inside the building. Instead of live security, there were small surveillance cameras set up everywhere around you. Yeah, this looks like a modern... well, not modern home, but this looks like someone's house. It doesn't look like a school. I looked around, trying to figure out where to go next. The lobby branched off into several corridors, none of them marked with a principal's office sign. Great, I'm in a school the size of a small palace, and there's no one to ask where to go. Guess I'll have to rely on my intuition. I chose the path to the right of the main entrance. After walking to the end of the corridor and finding nothing resembling the principal's office, I decided to turn the corner. Oh, oh, there he is. Hello. Oh. I felt a shove that nearly made me lose my balance. It took me a few seconds to collect myself and realize what had happened. Oh god, well... someone loved to draw that art. There were textbooks scattered across the floor, and their owner looked up at me with wide, frightened eyes. Yeah, frightened is right. They could not have... Goodness. I mean... It's not like I was expecting, like... I mean, I can't really say fan service, because it's not like they actually showed anything, but, like, you know, it was, like, almost a pussy pick. Like, that was dangerously close. I'm a little bit shocked. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself? For some reason, this simple question made her cheeks flush bright red. No, I'm fine. It's just, I'm terribly clumsy. My mom told me when I was little that I have 2 left feet. It's always like this with me. The girl adjusted her glasses and looked with annoyance at the scattered textbooks. I'm late. Do I have time to help? Oh. Uh-oh. Makes me a bit uncomfortable. Unnecessary fan service. Like, yeah. I mean, I mean, to be honest, with, like, an overtly, like, anime game like this is all to be expected. But, yeah, I guess you're right. Use the opportunity to slip a tracking device onto his clothing. Yeah, imagine if, like, she's the mastermind behind all this. That would be... I'm assuming we're not going to get any big reveals, because this is just the demo, but... Geez, imagine. That would be awesome. I mean, it's just picking up books. It's not like it's that many. Sure, pick up the books. Your decision affected the relationship. I knelt to help the girl gather the spilled books. Oh, you don't have to. I can do it myself. That's no trouble. Are you sure you didn't hurt yourself? Just hope all girls won't be like, yeah. I don't think so, but I guess, well, only time will tell, I guess. No, I'm fine. Thank you so much. I picked up the last textbook, the final exam eliminating the competition, and handed it to the girl. Noticing the title of the book in my hands, she became even more embarrassed and quickly snatched it, carefully avoiding touching my fingers. Yeah, I don't like how it says kill on the... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's subtle. Oh my goodness. Since we've bumped into each other, maybe you can tell me how to get to the principal's office? I got lost in these endless corridors. Oh, the principal's office. Of course, I know. It's straight down this corridor and then left. You won't miss it. There's a sign on the door. And thank you again for helping me with the books. Her face brightened. It seemed she was glad she could help in some way. She could be a good yandere. Yeah, yeah. It's good I managed to ask the girl where Nika's office was, or I'd be wandering around here until evening. Following the direction, I found a corridor with a door that bore the sign Principal Veronica Preston. Wow, so Nika is actually a short form of her full name. It seems I know very little about her. 10 years have passed, but I still remember her as the girl from camp. Yet in that time, she's become the principal of an elite school. I paused for a second before the door, gathering my thoughts. Beyond this door was not only information about the mysterious death of a student, but also a meeting with a person from the past who it seemed had not long been left behind. Nepotus. I took a deep breath and knocked. A muffled "come in" came from behind the door. I turned the doorknob and stepped into the office. Aww. James, is that really you? Nika, as expected, had changed in 10 years. Her soft, childlike features I knew were gone. Nika was always beautiful, but I didn't think she'd become such a stunning woman. Her eyes, still clear and expressive, now held a new, unfamiliar depth. Seeing me, Nika rose from her seat. Her suit accentuated her status as the principal while still highlighting her graceful figure. Nika bumped right into me and collapsed on the floor. Ooh, she cried, animatedly. Nika seems genuinely happy to see me, yet she maintains a certain distance. I wonder if it's a professional habit or something personal between us. Please come in, have a seat. She pointed to the chair opposite to the desk and sat back down on the principal's seat. Nika looks unexpectedly at home behind this massive desk, even despite her relatively young age. I'm glad to see you. It's just a shame that we're meeting under these circumstances. Give a compliment, get straight to the matter. Also, geez, I guess the game is... Is the game just silent right now? Is there no music playing? Because I literally cannot hear anything. Compliment, get straight to the matter. Get straight to the matter. Let's get straight to the matter, Veronica. What exactly happened? Oh, God. Okay, wrong choice. Uh-oh. Her face suddenly changed, her eyebrows raised slightly, and her smile became a bit more strained. After all, I'm here on business during my vacation, and not to exchange compliments. Besides, if she's so glad to see me, why didn't she show up sooner? Oh, God, that's not what I meant to... Oh... Frickin'... Wait, hold on a minute. Music, but it's not loud enough, I think? You guys want me to turn the volume up? Just let me know. Just Nika, please. Veronica sounds so formal. Oh, that's why, because I think I said Veronica. Okay, that's why she's pissed. We've known each other too long for such formalities. She said this with a soft smile, but there was a slight disappointment behind it. Just a bit, maybe? Okay. There we go. There's no more dB on the audio. Yeah, maybe that's relevant. Good point. It seemed she had hoped our meeting would be a bit warmer despite the circumstances. As for the matter, we really don't have much time. I appreciate you coming, especially given the circumstances. I would have understood if you'd refused, but I really didn't know who else to turn to. She sat up straight in her chair, adopting a more official posture. Her voice became businesslike, devoid of the warmth with which she had greeted me. Nika took a deep breath, collecting her thoughts. It was clear that talking about what happened was difficult for her. Yesterday, we found one of our students hanged in the changing room by the pool. Her name was Evelyn Frost, a senior student and a member of the swimming team. Evelyn was one of our best students. No one could have imagined she was capable of such a thing. We called the police and the ambulance. We followed all protocols, but it's a great tragedy for our entire school. The girls are scared, their parents are calling every 5 minutes, and the teachers are shocked. Nothing like this has ever happened here before. Nika, I'm sorry, but self-deletes usually don't require precautions like calling in specialists like me. Why did you decide to contact me? I called you so you could take a fresh look at all this and conduct a small investigation. I needed an objective answer, why Evelyn might have done this. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were discussing her plans for the future, which, by the way, were quite ambitious. But her ambition was natural. She was one of our leading contenders for a grant. Wait, what grant? Every year, our best graduate gets the opportunity to enter any university in the country without any tests or exams. It's not just admission, they cover tuition, housing, and all other expenses. Of course, the competition is fierce. They consider everything, not just grades, but also sports achievements, community work, and leadership qualities. Evelyn had every chance of getting this grant, so it's incomprehensible to me what could have pushed her to do this. You see, I can't be objective. For me, our students and teaching staff are almost a family. I know these girls not just from documents and grades. I see them every day, and I watch them grow. And when something like this happens, it's like a punch to the gut. I feel responsible to Evelyn, to her parents, to the other students. Right now, I desperately need a clear head by my side. Besides, I don't have much time. What do you mean? How much time do we have for the investigation? The Board of Trustees meeting is in 3 days. They expect answers, and if we don't provide them, the school will likely be closed. Some parents have already said they'll withdraw their daughters from school if they don't get guarantees of their safety, so we need to figure out what really happened. If it was suicide, we must understand the cause and do everything to prevent it from happening again. And if it's something else, we need to resolve it even faster. Do you already have the forensic report? Were there any signs of a violent death found? They promised to send the information this evening. As soon as I get the report, I'll inform you immediately. Are there surveillance cameras in the pool area or the corridors leading to it? If you have doubts that she did this herself, the recordings might help put an end to this matter, probably even before the forensic report. Of course I haven't seen the recordings yet, but I've already asked our technician to download and prepare all the footage from last night. Nika looked at the watch on her wrist and then shifted her gaze to the wall clock as if checking the time. Her movements betrayed some impatience. They'll be ready in 20 minutes. Of course, the changing rooms aren't equipped with cameras, but there is a camera in the pool area and in the corridor leading to it. In any case, if it's a self-delete, cameras are unlikely to give us the answer to why Evelyn did it. So let's start from the beginning. Where, who, and what time was the body found? In the changing room by the second pool at around 11 in the morning. Her classmate Annie Harper found her. Wait, the second pool? Does your school have more than one? The school has 2 pools. One is for regular physical education classes for students not specializing in swimming. The second pool is specifically for swimmers. Did Evelyn have a key to the pool? Instead of a key, we used the face scanner. Access is available to me, Coach Sam Rivers, and the girls on the swimming team. By the way, I've already requested to give you access as well, so you can enter the pool at any time. Oh, okay, I'll see you later, Moon. Bye-bye. Doesn't the system save data on who entered and when? The scanner installed at the pool doesn't save data. Unfortunately, we haven't had time to update it. Only the scanner at the main gate saves data. Only adults are allowed to leave the school grounds. Evelyn was already 18. But in any case, she didn't leave the school grounds. I checked this data. Well, we'll work with what we have. You said her classmate Annie found her. Is Annie also a swimmer? Yes, Annie is on the swimming team. In our school, classes aren't formed by age, but by specialization. We have a science, arts, humanities, and of course a sports department, which features several disciplines, including swimming. Evelyn and all the other swimmers she trained were also her classmates. They not only practiced at the pool, but also attended most classes adapted to their training schedule. That probably simplifies things, so we need to focus on the girls from the swimming team. I pulled out a notepad and pen from the inner pocket of my jacket. The habit of writing down details remained from my first investigations. Alright, notepad attained. Just to click on it? Oh, okay. Something important could slip from memory, and in some cases, every little thing mattered. Please send me the data on everyone who had access to the pool, including students, teachers, and maintenance staff. All the maintenance staff were off for the weekend, so they weren't at school. I'm not sure it's worth spending time on them. As for the rest, I've already prepared the key information for you. Nika handed me a folder. Inside I found photos of the coach and students along with brief details, names, and ages. I'm sorry I'm giving you so little. I'd really like to share more, but you understand, you're not here as an official investigator. I can only share basic facts to avoid breaking internal rules. Anything beyond this folder is already beyond acceptable boundaries. I pulled a notepad and pen from the inner pocket of my jacket and quickly copied down the data. Share relationships in the diary, yes. Nika's phone vibrated, and at that very second a notification sound chimed in her computer. She glanced at the monitor, her expression abruptly changing. I know it's urgent, I just have a couple more questions. Looks like the time is really limited, I need to ask my questions wisely. Okay. Oh, good boy. What was she like? Relationships? Contender? Enemies? Checking the notepad? Okay. Oh, okay. All-girls school? Don't tell me it's a harem-like thing where all the girls are into the... No, I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's... I'm pretty sure, anyway. If it is, we're not going to be able to figure out, because this is just the demo. Also, wow, this is a lot. Okay. Death, Evelyn Frost, 17... Wait, what? Hold on, no. Didn't... Didn't... Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't she say that she was 18? Best students, grand applicant. What? Okay, well that all automatically... Wow. And then we also have... Okay, there's relationships. Mickey, Vivian, Sophie, Sam, Nika, and Annie. Okay. That's Annie, so that's her friend. Annie Harper, 17 years old, motive unknown. Found Evelyn's body on Sunday around 11 p.m. And then we have Vivian Devereaux. I think this EAUX is pronounced O, so I think it's Vivian Devereaux, I'm pretty sure. Sophie Williams, Mickey Elderwood, which for some reason doesn't have a photo, I don't know why. Even though we saw her, now that's Mickey. That should be like the one that we do actually have. And then Nika is... So is there... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, obviously, yeah, Evelyn doesn't have one, duh. Okay, thanks for letting me check. I don't know how you knew that, but yeah. Yeah, Devereaux, yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, relationships with other students, I think. What were Evelyn's relationships with other students like? Did she have friends or enemies? How did the other girls treat her? During her entire time here, Evelyn only became friends with her roommate, Sophie. Sophie is the complete opposite of Evelyn. She's sociable, emotional, and always the center of attention, but somehow they complemented each other perfectly. Nika paused for a second, glanced at her desk, and decisively reached for a drawer. I think I had a photo of them somewhere. Yes, here it is. She took out a small photograph in a silver frame and handed it to me. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Wait a minute, I've seen this girl today at the school gates. She's the student who was staring at me so intently. She looks worried. With the other girls on the team, Evelyn's relationships were mainly neutral. I think they respected her for her results, but they didn't really include her in their company, perhaps because she wasn't sociable. I haven't heard of any serious animosity. Of course, we have minor disagreements and misunderstandings like any school does, especially given that ours is a private one. But nothing to worry about, as far as I know. Alright. Oh, okay, so you can just... oh, this is good. You mentioned that Annie, Evelyn's classmate, found the body. What was Anne doing at the pool at 11 p.m. on a weekend? Nika frowned and shook her head. Honestly, I don't know. When Annie came running to me in tears, the last thing I cared about was what she was doing there so late. I think you'd better ask her that question personally. Oh, that's not good. It's not a good question to ask. I guess that. Who else was a contender for the grant besides Evelyn? And how serious was the competition? I knew you'd ask about that. So right now I'm thinking it's related to the grant or lesbians. I'm in an as. That's all I got right now. Yeah. I knew you'd ask about that. This morning I wanted to get the documents from the graduating students from the teacher's lounge. All their ranking, grades, and even personal notes from teachers about each student. And the most interesting thing is that these papers have gone missing. Someone must have taken them to work on and forgotten to return them. I'll have to check with my colleagues. Regarding the grant, this year was mainly Evelyn and her classmate Mickey Elderwood who were competing for it. Both are very talented but in different areas. Evelyn was our star in the pool, and Mickey's a genius in the exact sciences. She has no equal in mathematics and physics. She's even won Olympiads twice. A picture of what happened was slowly forming in my mind. Do you think the camera's recordings are ready yet? Or does the technician need more time? I think we can go down and check it. Johnson usually works very fast. He might have already prepared them. We both rose from our chairs before we could take a step. The office door burst open with a knock. A woman in a tracksuit almost flew into the room. Oh my gosh. That's, I think, Sam? Miss Preston, I have an emergency. The woman stopped mid-sentence, noticing me in the office, but she didn't look embarrassed. She was probably assessing what was happening. Sorry, I didn't know you had a visitor. I seem to have interrupted your conversation. I should have knocked. It's okay. That's James Crofton, the specialist I invited to help us understand the situation. James, meet Sam Rivers, our swimming coach. So, what's your emergency? I'm afraid this emergency is sitting in front of you. The entire school is buzzing because of a man in a suit. People are spreading rumors. I came to ask that the police not torment the students with endless interrogations. It's enough for the girls traumatized by their classmate's death. James isn't exactly from the police. He's an experienced investigation specialist who will help us figure out what happened. As for talking to the girls, it's a necessity. We need to understand what could have pushed Evelyn to do this. Did we learn anything interesting? Only that this girl who is kind of hot showed up and is the captain of the swimming team. And that people are getting kind of scared of our main character because he's a guy in a suit that just showed up. That's basically all that's happened. And yeah, those are pretty good. I said this, but you probably didn't hear because of the ad, but yeah, no. I think your two hypotheses are valid. Besides, I've already received consent from both the parents and students for these conversations. Sam crossed her arms over her chest. No disrespect, but you don't need to be a detective to understand that the girl probably couldn't handle this responsibly. Thought she was going to be the coach? Oh, you mean Nika? Yeah, no. She's the principal. I wouldn't expect her to take on two roles like that. I mean, that would have been cool, but I feel like that would be a handful. Nika immediately turned to her desk and reached for her... Oh, wow, I thought she was going to... From the design? Oh, yeah, no, that's what I said, right? I said she was the swim team coach. I'm pretty sure I said that. What did I say? I'm like is that not what I said? I thought I said that. I said Sam was a captain? Oh, did I say captain? Oh, another big boobs anime girl. What a surprise. Yeah. Did I say I might have said captain. Yeah, I meant, like, coach of the swimming team. That's what I meant by captain. Sorry. Nika immediately turned to her desk and reached for her computer. A few quick keystrokes and her face froze. It's not a drill. The security system shows there's a fire on the 3rd floor. The server room is burning. Johnson is up there preparing the recordings. Nika rushed to the door. Sam and I followed her. Oh, God. The corridor was already in motion. Students and teachers were exiting classrooms in organized chaos. We struggled to make our way through the crowd running towards us. The murmur of voices and blare of alarms filled the school. Nika, on the move, issued instructions to the teachers she met along the way. Miss Parker, please make sure all your junior students come out to the front yard. Jenkins, contact the fire department. A middle-aged woman, apparently one of the teachers, was trying to soothe the sobbing girl while other students lined up along the wall. Nika confidently led us through the labyrinth of corridors, climbing higher and higher up the stairs, skipping steps. On the 3rd floor, we turned into an empty corridor. There were no students, only the smell of smoke that grew more intense with each step. Having reached the end, we stopped in front of a small room from under whose door gray plumes were billowing. Johnson, are you there? There was no answer. I quickly looked around and noticed a fire extinguisher on the wall. Without wasting time, I ripped it from its mount. I knew it could be dangerous, but every second counted. Step aside. Alright. I pulled the door open and directed a stream of foam at the source of the fire. The flames quickly receded. Despite all the smoke, the fire was small. The flames retreated under the pressure of the chemical. Although the smoke made it seem like a serious blaze, the fire wasn't massive. Yeah, I know, right? The animation is like PowerPoint slides. It is kind of cute. Near the charred wires and melted microchips were the blackened remains of external hard drives. After extinguishing the last flickers, I looked around. Oh god, did someone sabotage? Because that was like the room where they were monitoring everything through the security cameras, I think. So, I think someone just made a sabotage, just like destroyed evidence. Oh god. It was a small room, more like a storage closet, with several monitors and technical equipment. Thank God no one's here. Johnson must have evacuated with the others. The technician probably survived, which is more than I can say for the computers. I dug it. We're still getting a good bit of original art, and the little animation was a cute supplement. Yeah. The art in this is really good. What a weird coincidence. The fire occurred when we were about to get the camera recordings. Too strange to happen randomly. Yeah, no. It looks like someone didn't want us to see the records from those cameras. It's quite likely this could relate to the girl's death. Is someone destroying evidence? We should find Johnson and figure out why the fire started so inopportunely and where he was that time. Has a gambling debt. I'll take care of that, and I also need to calm the students and staff. The sooner we normalize the situation, the better. James, maybe you could talk to Miss Rivers for now? She was Evelyn's coach and mentor. Perhaps she can tell you something. I don't mind. I'd also like to examine the spot where the body was found. Sam, could you please show James the pool and changing room? Sure, no problem. Nina, take your time. I'll talk to Miss Rivers and Evelyn's classmates. It's just Sam for you. Sam gave me a slight wink with an unexpected playfulness that didn't at all match her previous serious demeanor. Oh, I think Sam has a thing for James. Oh boy. Nika's reaction was barely noticeable, just a slight tension in her jawline and a fleeting pause before she nodded and turned to leave. Tension hugged between the two women, something I couldn't help but notice. She's hot for fire safety. Seems like Nika is jealous? I followed Nika with my eyes and then hurried up to school day hot chocolate day. Yay! Hell yeah, hot chocolate, let's go. I followed Nika with my eyes and then hurried to catch up with Sam, who was already moving in the opposite direction. I also want to check because I did have Pete with Evelyn for the grants. Like, something changed here and I just never bothered to check until now. Oh, swimming coach 33 years old, okay. Yeah, that's not different, alright. In silence, we walked down the corridor and descended to the first floor. The fire alarm had already quieted, but a faint scent of smoke still lingered in the air. The coach kept one step ahead, leading me through the labyrinth of school corridors. We passed several turns, we went through double doors, and found ourselves in a spacious room with a high ceiling. The smell of chlorine immediately hit my nose. Here we are, the champion's home. The coach's voice softened, taking on playful notes. So, you're not the police? Then where are you from? She has such tiny... Yeah, her kid... Yeah! Hold on, you're kind of right about that. I mean, it's a little bit hard to tell because they're, like, in her coat pockets, but yeah. They're weirdly small. Curiosity flickered. Cabinet for a dude in a mecha suit. Oh my gosh. Curiosity flickered in her eyes. She looked at me, her head tilted as if trying to solve a puzzle. I'm conducting a private investigation, more or less. Miss Preston invited me as an independent specialist. Big boobs, little hands. Sounds mysterious. She took a step toward me, closing the distance. A mysterious man in a perfect suit, and handsome too, just like in the movies. I want to examine the changing room where the body was found. Could you show it to me? She nodded at me and headed towards the door on the right side of the hall. I followed her, trying to focus on the case and not on her overt flirting. James is here to work. The changing room looked typical, rows of metal lockers, wooden benches, and a few shower stalls. I carefully examined the room, trying to understand what could have happened here yesterday. Swimming pool, sports, go! Never give up! Sam Wright, swimming pool! That's too zoomed in, I can't read that. Hands are actually just very far away. Yeah, they're only far away in perspective. I carefully examined the room, trying to understand what could have happened here yesterday. What was Evelyn's locker number? 17. She answered without a moment's hesitation. Does the coach really know the locker numbers of all her students, or just a select few? Nah, I think they're really tiny too. I looked around again, trying to see anything that could provide a clue. Oh, here we are. Some gameplay, finally. There we go, there we go. Gabe stopped at a thick water pipe running along the ceiling. So that's where they found her? Yep, that's the only place for hanging here. Sam instinctively reached for her neck, massaging her tense muscles, a physical sign of emotional discomfort. However, her face remained surprisingly calm for someone talking about the death of her student. My gaze slid along the rows of lockers and stopped at a schedule attached to the side wall of a locker. I stepped closer to get a better look at the notes. Alright, training schedule. 10 to 10:45. Group training on Monday, Annie Harper Tuesday. 11 to 11:45, Avalon Frost. Group training Wednesday, Mickey Ellerwood Friday. Annie Harper's is crossed off on Thursday from 12 to 12:45. Avalon Frost is Wednesday. So that's, I think, 2 to 2:45, Mickey. 3 to 3:45, Sophie, Vivian, Sophie, Annie. And then everybody on the end. I'm not entirely sure why. And then why is this one like... Oh, I think maybe her date was changed or something. Avalon's last training session was at 4 p.m. on Friday. But yesterday at the pool, there should have been an individual training session with Annie Harper. The Sunday entry stood out. It was written with a blue marker, while the rest of the schedule was in black, clearly added later. Huh. Oh, well, where does that go, then? 11 p.m. Wait. Alan's friend. Oh, so it's added to the... Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay. Not finding anything of interest, I crouched down to look under the bench. At that moment, I felt an intense gaze on me. Turning around, I noticed Sam quickly averted her eyes, but not quickly enough. Her gaze was fixed on my buttocks. Didn't she leave a note? A note? No, nothing like that. And why would she? It's not her style. Why do you think so? Even when she was alive, that girl barely opened her mouth. I trained her for 3 years, and in all that time we exchanged only a few phrases. I know, right? They're so, like... On his buttocks, the tracking device from earlier. Oh my god. She was, should I put it, reserved. For her, there was only the pool, the stopwatch, and the result. I approached blocker number 17 and examined it. It was an ordinary metal locker, no different from the others, with a small blue towel and flip-flops inside. Sam Rivers didn't take her eyes off me, her sneaker tapping nervously on the tiled floor. Maybe we should move to my office? We can talk there quietly. It feels a bit off here. Okay, I think I'm done in here. The coach's office was small but comfortable, with cabinets full of trophies and walls covered with photos of smiling girls with medals around their necks. In the corner was a small sofa, and at the center of the room was occupied by a desk piled with folders and papers. Oh, you call that flip-flops in English? Yeah. Oh, you didn't... Yeah. What are they called in French? Yeah, no, they're literally just called flip-flops. I never wear flip-flops. I don't know about you guys. I always found flip-flops to be like really, really uncomfortable. Oh, it's okay. Literally flip-flops. Oh, okay. Yeah. It is kind of funny when you really think about it. I don't know about you. I never wear flip-flops though. Like when I go to the beach or like the pool or something. Oh. Okay, never mind. Never mind. My brain auto-corrected. I thought Moon had actually said that and not Dime. I wasn't paying attention to the username. Never mind. Oh my goodness. As I was saying though, I'm trying to say that I almost never wear flip-flops because I find them to be really uncomfortable. I don't know if I'm alone on that. Oh, okay. Or, I mean, yeah, we also call them sandals sometimes. But yeah, no, I almost never wear them just because they dig like in between your toes and stuff. They're like really uncomfortable for me. I normally just like wear shoes or like go barefoot if I'm like at the beach or something like that. I don't know if I'm alone on that one though. After running, also I'm noticing this is the second time now where they've screwed up on like how we'll say sandals, thongs is a thing in Australian English, I think. Here, that's the only type of underwear. Yeah. Also, she didn't say thongs, she said tongs. I don't think she... Yeah. And, yeah, but she also did not say thongs. It's only a one-letter difference, but it can't automatically say that the typo. Same word origin? Well, yeah, okay, that's a good point. That's actually a good point. They're close enough, yeah. I feel like it could be the same word origin. This is also the second... I've noticed now that twice now, this is the second time where they've gotten, like, the text boxes wrong. Like, this is not Sam's dialogue. This is just, like, regular, like, narration. And they did that earlier before where it was narration, but it had like, James's speech bubble in it. So, this is... Hopefully they fix both of these before release. After running around the corridors, I feel like I've had a good workout. Heated and sweaty. I urgently need to do something about it. Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. Never mind, that was actually correct. That was... I thought that... For some reason, I thought that was just narration. I think it was, like, the use of I. I think it was because why I thought that. Sam pulled the zipper down and slowly, almost demonstratively, took off her sweatshirt. Oh, Lord. My gaze lingered on Sam. Alright, chat, should we be... What should we do? I don't want to do this on my own. You guys pick this time. How long do I know what things are? Look, she's closer to your age. Strings, I think, would make sense. Yeah. Should we gonna take the bait, or are we just gonna play it dumb? Yeah, ballpark mid-20s. She's 33, she said. What are we gonna do? Cause this will be biggest change we make. I don't want to. Somebody else tell me what to do though. James could also just be here to work. Look for glue. God. Please put this hoodie back on. Okay, well, it looks like it's unanimous. Look around. She's gonna make the first move. She's gotta make the first move. While Sam was distracted, I took the opportunity to look around quickly. Among the scattered documents, I noticed a glass of water and a carelessly left box of pills. Her face is just so apathetic. I instantly recognized the distinctive green and yellow box of Alcofix, a popular hangover remedy I often saw in pharmacies. Judging by the not yet dried drops on the table, the pills were taken quite recently. Interesting, so Sam wasn't exactly sober last night. There you go, a sports coach at an elite school. Sam settled into the opposite chair, crossing one leg over the other and leaning slightly forward. Her gaze was fixed directly on me as if she was trying to read my thoughts. So, where were we? When we were in the principal's office, you said you weren't surprised Evelyn killed herself. Why? Even though I'm her coach, and I shouldn't say this, Evelyn Frost was a very odd girl. She's had a rough time lately, to be fair. I mean, yeah, but still. It's crazy how much she wants to get it on after a murder. Something tells me she's the murderer, honestly. Because this is getting very Danganronpa vibes. I never saw her smile. Can you believe it? Not once. I meant the alcohol? Oh, well, I mean, okay, never mind. And that too. But also the other thing. But, like, well, like, rough time as in, like, someone died, right? Is that the point? And then the alcohol, or the yeah. I never saw her smile, can you believe it? Not once. Yay, alcohol. I think it's more closer to, like, edibles, because it's like she took pills, but, yeah, same thing, basically. Even when she broke the school record at competitions, no joy, just a nod. But Evelyn was a damn talented swimmer. I had high hopes for her and planned to make her an Olympic champion. The student died, she drank heavily, then took a hangover cure, not that far back. Ah, hangover cure! Okay, okay. I didn't understand that was supposed to be. Okay. I understand now. Lately, have you noticed any changes in Evelyn's behavior? Perhaps she seemed depressed or upset. Hard to say. It was never clear what this girl was feeling. She'd come in, train hard, and leave, all in silence with a stony face. You'd know I always felt that swimming wasn't her choice. Her parents probably pushed her and constantly demanded results. Apparently, at some point, the girl just got tired. What was her relationship with her teammates like? The girls, of course, gave her dirty looks, but they didn't bully her. Is that I should get a blue tie and look really generic? They likely didn't care about each other. Of course, they trained together, but it's hard to call them a team. I wanted to clarify one more thing. Where did Evelyn get the rope she used to hang herself? Sam frowned slightly and quickly looked around. She probably snatched it from here, from the coach's office. I have a few ropes for training. Shouldn't the coach's office be locked? There was never a need, before all this mess, of course. But you just opened the door with a key when we came in. Fleeting look of confusion crossed Sam's face, which she instantly hid behind a playful smile. Detective, are you suspecting me of something? Of course I started locking doors after what happened. Alright, let's move on to the next question. According to the schedule, the last training session with Evelyn was on Friday evening. Did you notice anything unusual then, either? Didn't you go to the pool last night? Sam frowned. Again, Annie, that's not... Okay, I think that's the second mess-up they've had in terms of text boxes. On Friday, yes. I only saw her briefly. I had to cancel the individual training. I had personal matters in the city. She arrived a bit early and had already changed. Well, I apologized politely and said the training was postponed until next week. She gave a bitter smile. Oh, number 3. I know, right? That's what I was gonna make that joke. You beat me to the punch. Yeah, just to show up, just to do that. That's 3. Hopefully the devs see the VOD of this and can change. Who knew that training was never meant to happen? And that was the last time you saw Evelyn? Alas, the last... She gave a bitter smile too, thanks, Annie. I left Friday evening and only returned Sunday afternoon. I had a training session with Harper. What, you train even on Sundays? Sam shrugged! Thanks, Annie. That's mistake number 4 right there. All in the name of sport and results, Harper wanted to compete in the regional championships this year herself. That's how it is, sacrificing my weekends for my students. Quite noble. And you didn't go to the pool in the evening after 7? I certainly love sports, but not that much. Sam leaned forward. Oh, I don't like that look. Gazing intently into my eyes, the corners of her lips slightly upturned into a faint smile. Yesterday I spent the whole evening bored in my double bed. You know, in moments like these, you can feel with your whole body just how big it is for one person. Though, I think you could help me with that little problem. A detective with such abilities surely knows how to entertain a lady when she's lonely. That copy editing of the writing itself has been good enough. I mean, yeah. Has a double bed. God. Okay, hold on. Let me check real quick. Sound on Friday or Sunday afternoon. That. Same was drunk on Sunday. God. Alright. I need your opinion. Do we flirt or not? This is the second time now. She was in her room. Ha ha ha. I don't. James is here for work. But I also get the feeling that, like, if we don't flirt, she's gonna, like, stab us or something. Like, there's more to this than just her being flirty. There's, like, something, I don't know. I feel like either one could be, like, stabbing would be a pretty good call. I feel like either one could be the right or wrong decision depending on where the story goes. To be perfectly honest, I do think it is pretty funny how we just keep on denying her when she's being really obvious. I mean, yeah. Screw it. I changed. Gonna start my classes. Have a good evening day, everyone. Okay. See you later, Moon. Bye-bye. Hope you have good classes. Bye-bye. And I hope and good luck with both your back pain and your drawing as well. Good luck to both of those. Yeah, hope you feel better, exactly. Bye-bye. Alright, let's be freaking stone cold. Oh my goodness, it's not good class, it's math help. Oh, well. At least you have, I hope you have an alright time. Oh my goodness. This guy... Just... James is absolutely, like... James is absolutely... We've made him, like, throw the ball, like, so often now. Like, this is so easy for him to take the bait on this, and just because we're being funny, we're just like, I'm afraid I'm strictly here for work, Sam. I'm currently focusing my attention on the investigation. Yeah, no, she's just... Oh my god. I deliberately sat up straight in my chair to create a distance between us. I think I don't have any more questions for you today, although, no, I do have one. Could you tell me where I can find Annie Harper? Sam's eyebrows rose, and a flicker of surprise mixed with wariness crossed her face. Harper? Why do you need her? Annie found the body. At the very least, we need to understand why she went to the pool at that time. Maybe she knew something. The girl is most likely in her room right now. The student dormitory is in the East Wing. Annie Harper, my personal narrator? Why would you need to see her? Yeah, no, she's not in her dorm. She's, like, right here. She rose from her chair, took her sweatshirt from the hanger, and put it back on. I'll show you the way. The school is big. It's easy to get lost. We stepped into the corridor. The building was gradually filling in with students and staff. Sam confidently led me through the hall to the side wing of the building. As we appeared, the conversations died down and the students' attention turned to us. One of the girls looked at me with curiosity, but turned away and quickened her pace the moment she met the coach's stern gaze. We climbed the stairs to the second floor, where the corridor branched into several directions. The students' rooms are in the East Wing. The girls live in pairs. We group them by their focus, sports girls and nerds. It's easier to monitor them and avoid schedule confusion that way. Sam lowered her voice and leaned closer, her eyes sparkling playfully. Oh, here we go again. By the way, I live not far from here. Room 91, just around the corner. Just in case you need extra information, or something a bit stronger than coffee after a hard day. I'll keep that in mind. Sam smiled slightly. My answer seemed to satisfy her. As we walked down the corridor, I noticed that the room doors had numbers, some of them decorated with stickers, drawings. James is just like a stone cold ass. Like, nothing will break his focus. It's amazing. Finally, Sam stopped in front of door 63. There were no decorations on it, just a small metal plate with a number. Here we are. The coach knocked briefly. There was no answer. She knocked again, a little more insistently. Maybe the girls haven't returned after the evacuation yet. We were about to leave when a quiet rustling sounded from behind the door. A couple of seconds later, the door creaked open a few centimeters. Annie, maybe we come in? Aww. Hey, thanks for giving us all that expository dialogue earlier. The girl silently opened the door wider, letting us in. Neither alive nor dead. Oh, the evil within! Except it looks more like the poster for The Thing, for some reason. Maybe Sam got the wrong door and we accidentally walked into a junior high student's room? The girl's head barely reached my chest, but the coach wasn't surprised. She's so tiny, it's hard to believe she's a high school senior, much less a swimmer. Annie, this is Mr. Crofton. He's here to talk with us about Evelyn. But if you don't want to, you don't have to talk to anyone. We understand. A brief exchange of glances between Annie and Sam didn't escape my attention. Annie's shoulders subtly tensed, and her breathing became more measured if she was consciously controlling it. Her face showed indifference, but her body betrayed either aversion or fear. I'm fine, I'm ready. The coach leaned slightly towards the girl, lowering her voice to an almost intimate whisper. Okay, if you feel uncomfortable, please don't hesitate to discuss it with me. You know I won't let anyone hurt you. Annie nodded silently, clenching her teeth so tightly that her cheekbones bulged. Thank you for showing me the way, Miss Rivers. The coach left the room, quietly closing the door behind her. Annie and I were alone. Annie stood with her arms crossed over her chest, looking at me defiantly. Despite her petite stature, she somehow managed to look menacing. I unobtrusively examined the room. The room seemed to be divided into two completely different territories. I'll bet the mess is Annie's territory. Judging by her wrinkled collar and crooked tie, the girl is not the type to fold her socks by color. Mind if I sit down? Suit yourself. Annie dismissively waved her hand towards the neatly made bed, but she still remained standing. How are you feeling, Annie? I know it's hard to get through this. How do you think I feel? I found the body of a classmate, and now everyone's interrogating me as if I'm the guilty one. Do you have any idea what it's like? Annie abruptly turned to the window and took a deep breath, trying to calm down. When she turned back to me, her face expressed a mixture of irritation and fatigue. And that stupid fire alarm. The school is on edge, and I can't even get any sleep. I understand you're going through a tough time. Can you tell me how close you were to Evelyn? A tough time? Are you sure you're not a psychologist? I already told them I don't need to shrink. No, I'm not a psychologist. I'm here to figure out what happened. My job right now is to talk to Evelyn's inner circle. If you need her inner circle, you've got the wrong door and should go to Sophie. We weren't friends with Evelyn. Why? You were on the same swimming team and classmates too, weren't you? And he rolled her eyes as if I had asked the stupidest question in the world. She plopped down on the edge of the bed opposite, showing her irritation. Being on the same team doesn't mean you have to be friends with everyone. Why would I do it? We have nothing in common but the pool. She had eyes like a dead fish, always silent and staring at everyone, and she liked to stick her nose where it didn't belong. What do you mean by stick her nose where it didn't belong? Annie's reaction was instantaneous. Her eyes widened as if she had just realized she said those words out loud. She abruptly straightened up and clenched her fists. Nothing in particular. It's just, some people always notice everything, remember it, and then use it against you. She was like that. She studied everyone like bugs under a microscope. There's some backstory behind those words, but will Annie share it? She doesn't seem friendly with me right now. Did Evelyn have conflicts with anyone? Perhaps with some of her classmates or your coach? Nothing like that. Did you see her yesterday afternoon? Maybe she looked depressed or worried about something. I told you, we don't talk. I didn't see her. And anyway, I don't keep track of what people do. I have enough worries of my own. I took out my notepad from my inner pocket and made a brief note. The sound of a pencil on paper was too loud in the quiet room. Annie fidgeted on the bed, her gaze darting to the notepad and back to my face. They told me you found Evelyn in the changing room. Why did you need to go to the pool at 11 in the evening on Sunday? Interesting message, maybe feeling that a better relationship with her would have given more info. Yeah, good point. Annie froze. The silence in the room grew tense, broken only by the ticking of a clock on the wall. But the flirty coach has given me an idea for a game. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I want to hear that idea. That sounds cool. Seconds stretched into an eternity before she finally reacted. The girl jumped off the bed, her face contorted with anger. Despite her petite stature, Annie looked intimidating. Are you accusing me of something? Who even are you? A cop? I don't see your badge. You have no right to interrogate me. You too small to talk like that. I'm just trying to understand what happened. That feels like that's gonna push her over the edge. That. Responding to her aggression with reproach is pointless. I'm unlikely to achieve anything. Annie Harper is like a feral kitten that's used to a human hand hitting, not petting, so it hisses at everyone. To get information, I need to remain calm and not take your attacks personally. You're right, it's not an interrogation. I'm just trying to piece together the events. If I've asked an uncomfortable question, we can move on to another topic. I'm not here to accuse anyone, but to understand what happened. Annie blinked, not expecting that reaction. Her shoulders relaxed slightly, though her gaze was still wary. She slowly sat back down on the bed, looking away and avoiding eye contact. When she spoke, her voice was softer, uncertainty seeping through her feigned rudeness. When you're a femme fatale, short and balancing the flirtiness with the people involved is a main mechanic. Oh, I see. Would it be like a visual novel type, like mystery game like this one? Yeah, but family fatality sort. Balancing the flirtiness. Yeah, okay. And like she's the main character. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool idea, actually. Yeah, visual novel or something. Yeah. That's a neat idea. I forgot my towel in the changing room. I wanted to wash it before tomorrow's training. Nothing special. I just went in and I found her. I'm sorry I was rude. It's just this whole situation, you know? Evelyn might have been a bit odd, but she was still a nice girl. Thanks for being honest, Annie. If you remember anything else or need to talk to someone, call me anytime. Day or night, it doesn't matter. I took a business card from the inner pocket of my jacket and handed it to her. Annie took the card and nodded silently, tucking it in her uniform pocket. I stood up and headed to the exit. Quietly closing the door behind me, I stepped into the corridor. At that moment, my phone vibrated in my pocket. Girls' room numbers. Number 63, Annie Harper, Mickey Elderwood. 65, a misspelled Evelyn Frost and Sophie Williams. That's another... Hopefully you're writing these down, devs, if you're watching this. I think that's like number 6 that you need to just quickly change. And then number 73 is Vivian Devereaux. I took up my phone and saw a message from Nika. Well, I've already talked to Annie. Mickey wasn't in her room, so now I can go see Sophie Williams, Evelyn's roommate. I straightened my tie and moved down the corridor to room number 65. Maybe it's a clue about Nika's autocorrect? Oh, maybe, actually. When I reached the door, I knocked. No one answered. I waited a few seconds before I knocked again, a little louder. Silence. I tried the door handle. The door is locked. Unlikely, but that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Because that was sent by Nika, I believe. That text message. Sophie must be in class or just doesn't want to see anyone after everything that's happened. After reviewing the list again, I decided to visit the room of a student named Vivian Devereaux. The girl's last name seemed vaguely familiar to me. I continued down the corridor past identical doors with simple number plates, but when I reached door number 73, I saw it didn't look like the others. Below the number was an elegant drawing of a crowned lion, judging by the style and technique, it was a family crest. I knocked on the door, and almost immediately a female voice answered from within. Come in. Aw, this is cute. Stepping into the room, I involuntarily froze in surprise. Instead of typical school dormitory furnishings, I saw something more akin to a 5-star hotel room. On the large bed, I noticed the room's owner, an elegant girl in a silk robe. Oh, she's cute. Vivian. She stretched gracefully, like a Disney princess who had just woken up. The girl hopped lightly off the bed and took a step toward me. Miss Devereaux? The words slipped from my lips unexpectedly formally. Damn, why am I being so formal? She's Annie's age. If it isn't a good time, I can come back later. It's alright, please, come in. Vivian gestured toward a poof and sat down at the vanity table herself. I accepted the invitation, taking the chance to glance around the room's details. A private room with a double bed and a vanity table for a student? She's in the... Oh, detective, I'm so breaking up over the... Yeah, kinda. Even an elite school has its hierarchy, and Vivian Devereaux is definitely at its top. You're Mr. Crofton, aren't you? Please excuse my appearance. I didn't sleep well last night and dozed off. Vivian turned to face me, crossing her legs. Vivian seemed to me charming or suspicious. I mean... Not like... I don't think she's in any way suspicious, really. Like, there's definitely questions that I have, but it's not really... Not so charming, really, to be honest. Damn it, I certainly didn't plan a meeting like this. I'm a detective, of course, but first and foremost, I'm a man, and I can't help but notice that Vivian Devereaux is a rare beauty. And when such a girl meets you in a translucent robe, anyone would lose their head. And James, no. That's not me, like, flirting, though. And besides, the age difference between us is not that big. That's not... I'm not... It's not like the other times. At least I certainly hope not. I didn't mean to. James, you were doing so well. I was at least... Shouldn't his, like, objective at least try to be honest? Which at least being honest... And I don't know. I didn't think charming was, like, pushing it too far over the edge. I guess to James, maybe it is. It just can't have any semblance of joy. Sorry for the intrusion. I must admit, I didn't expect such an unusual encounter. I hope our conversation won't take too long and you can get back to your rest. My smile was warmer than it should have been for a formal conversation. Vivian responded with a slight curve of her hips. Something tells me we'll get along. So I wouldn't be upset if our conversation dragged on a little. I froze, mesmerized as Vivian coquettishly tucked a stray strand of hair behind her ear. It took me a while to come to my senses and remember why I was there. I took up my notepad, signaling that the time for polite pleasantries was over, and it was time to get to the purpose of my visit. You probably know why I'm here. I need to understand what happened to Evelyn Frost. Any information might help, even if it seems insignificant to you. A terrible tragedy. I can't get over the moment I found out our Evelyn is gone. I even thought about going home. I was so shaken, but I decided to stay. I need to support the girls, especially Sophie. I saw her this morning. Poor thing. She's beside herself. They were so close. It's hard to accept the death of someone close. You always think, what could I have done to prevent it? Lips, Cassie, curve of her lips, you're falling victim to. Wait, wait, was it... Oh, fucking hell. I thought it was hips! Really? Oh my lord. I really thought it was hips. It was... Okay. Wow. But sometimes people make decisions we cannot prevent. You speak as if you're not particularly surprised by Evelyn's suicide. Did you notice anything strange in her behavior lately? Streamer also clicked charming. It's not... whatever. I'm gonna choose only the most deadpan responses from this point forward. Evelyn and I never had heart talks. Of course, if we were friends, I would have noticed something strange and reported it immediately. But given that we didn't communicate, it's hard for me to say if anything about her changed. What prevented you from getting along? You spent several years in the same class. You're her second classmate to mention that she was hard to get close to. Up to you, and I mean it's a demo anyway. I mean, yeah, but I also, I'm just being funny, to be honest. I'm not, like, actually mad or anything like that. May I be frank, Mr. Crofton? Of course, that's what I prefer. She never reached out to people, and people didn't reach out to her. It's simple. As for me, don't get me wrong, I wasn't biased against Evelyn. I don't really get along with any of my classmates. To me, they're kids. We have little in common. I also did not mean to look out of the tab. Aren't you all the same age? I'm talking about psychological age. I've always found it more interesting to spend time with more mature people. I prefer to discuss things more complex and meaningful than prom dresses. Do you think pressure could have affected Evelyn? I know she was a good student and the best on the swimming team. Maybe her parents or Coach Sam Rivers expected results from her, and Evelyn didn't want that. Something flickered in Vivian's eyes, a quick, almost imperceptible shadow. For a split second, her mask of social confidence wavered. Then the smile returned, eyes wider than before, but there was something strained and mechanical about it. I don't know anything about her parents. Yeah, I do like that animation, and the cute little face that she has right now. I don't know why, it's just really unique. And Coach Rivers, she wouldn't do that. Vivian sat up straight in her chair. Her face remained unperturbed, but her tense posture betrayed a desire to end the conversation. Mr. Crofton, I understand you're looking for answers, but I'm afraid I'm not the right person who can give them. My knowledge of Evelyn is limited to the fact that she was a good swimmer and didn't talk much. Thank you anyway. I appreciate information. I have one more question. I rose my feet, taking my time to continue the conversation. Years of work have taught me that sometimes silence elicits more truth than a dozen questions. Watching Vivian, I noticed how she froze in unnatural stillness, no movement, not a single breath, as if she was on pause. Her reaction can say a lot, and the most obvious is that Vivian is afraid I'm going to ask her an uncomfortable question. Do you know where I can find Sophie Williams? I knocked on her door, but no one answered. Having realized the question had nothing to do with her, Vivian relaxed and smiled again, more sincerely this time. On Mondays, Sophie usually has private swimming lessons. I know because I have the same training right after hers. So most likely, she's at the pool now. Thank you, I'll look for her there then. I closed my notepad and stood up. Vivian rose after me and headed to the door to see me out. When I reached for the door handle, it didn't budge as if it was blocked. Oh, I completely forgot to mention, I have a defective handle. No one's rushing to replace it. Well, I'm used to it now. To open the door, you first need to pull it towards you and then push down on the handle. Here, let me show you. Vivian glided to the door and leaned slightly, demonstrating how to open the lock. At that moment, the collar of her robe parted a little, and I noticed a dark mark on her chest. Until that moment, the spot had been covered by fabric, but it was clearly visible now that she had leaned forward. Okay. Getting away. Why is it always that the questions are like, be horny or be completely, like, serious? These have literally been the only options for the past, like, half an hour. Look away. I shouldn't be staring where I shouldn't. Yes, that is a good man. Is it a clue? It'll have to wait. James is a real man. Birthmark bruise, it doesn't matter. Shouldn't linger my gaze on her chest. Hell yeah. I'm here on business, not to add inappropriate gawking at students to my list of sins. Though for a routine school investigation, there are too many ambiguous situations here. I concentrated on the process of opening the finicky door. Vivian calmly demonstrated the peculiarities of the lock and then straightened up, adjusting the collar of her robe with a habitual gesture. Thank you for your help, and for the information about Sophie, too. You're always welcome, Mr. Crofton. I hope you find the answers you're looking for, and if you need any more information, you know where to find me. Hell yeah. Leaving Vivian's room, I headed to the pool, following the same route Sam had taken me earlier. We are not deviating from the mission. The mission is important. I am the mission. I passed the familiar turns, went down to the first floor, and walked through the double doors, where the distinctive smell of chlorine greeted me once again. And walked through the double doors, where the distinctive smell of chlorine hit my nose. Again, that almost feels like a mistake, because it's like they printed the same sentence twice in a row? Or that could just be how it's written, who knows. Oh, okay. And yet soon, oh, Miss Eon, pleasure to meet you. I'm not entirely sure what that's referencing, but I have to think probably it's some sort of Danganronpa reference. Oh, you... That's clever, oh my gosh. I missed how clever you were with your comments time. You, like, think up of, like, really complex jokes, like, in a few seconds. It's crazy. I noticed a girl by the pool. She was sitting on the edge, her back to me, with her feet in the water. I walked along the pool, but the girl didn't react to the sound of my steps. Sorry to disturb you. Are you Sophie Williams? It's a lifetime of silly training. Say that again. The girl flinched so hard that she nearly slipped into the water. She turned around sharply. Oh God, you startled me. I didn't hear you approach. She hastily wiped her eyes with the back of her hand, brushing away tears. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm James Crofton. They told me I could find you here. You're that detective. The principal warned me you'd be asking questions. There was no wariness or aggression in her voice, only fatigue and sadness. I wonder if pausing to look at her earlier is going to change anything. Yeah, it makes me wonder too. I picked up a rubber mat and sat down... Wait, she was the first one, right? Wait. Oh yeah, no, yeah, she was the first person we saw when we were, like, entering the school. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I picked up a rubber mat and sat down next to Sophie on the edge of the pool, keeping at a respectful distance. Sophie pulled her knees to her chest and absently ran her foot through the water. Miss Rivers gave me the day off today, but I couldn't stay in my room any longer. Every time I turned over, I saw Abby's side. Her books, her clothes, her everything. So I decided to come here. The water calms me. Were you close with Evelyn? Yeah, Evie and I are best friends. She's great. So sensitive and kind, though many don't understand that. It's just, Abby doesn't know how to show feelings. She always keeps everything inside. Sophie's talking about Evelyn in the present tense. She probably still can't accept her death. The girl took a deep breath, trying to hold back the approaching sobs, but her chin trembled. A single tear rolled down her cheek, and Sophie hastily wiped it away with her hand. Sophie, I'm sorry I'm sorry to ask, but I have to. Why do you think Evelyn might have decided to do this? Sophie turned to me sharply, her eyes flaring. Abby couldn't. I don't believe it. She would never do that. I know her better than anyone. If someone had been troubling her, something so serious, I would have noticed. If you don't believe it was self-delete, then what do you think happened? Sophie flinched and wrapped her arms around herself as if she'd suddenly felt cold. I've been asking myself that question since last night, but I don't have an answer. When Abby didn't come to the dorm room last night, I immediately felt something was wrong. It was all like a dream, a terrible nightmare. I was about to go and look for her, but Mrs. Preston got to me first. I don't even remember exactly what she said. But when she came into our room and I saw her face, I immediately knew something bad had happened. Sophie closed her eyes and exhaled loudly. Many people I've talked to say that Evelyn was quite a private person. Do you think she might not have shared everything with you? Sophie's gaze drifted aimlessly across the surface of the pool as she gathered her thoughts. I don't know, maybe? Maybe I've been too focused on my own problems lately and haven't spent enough time with Abby. What kind of friend does that make me? A wave of emotions overwhelmed Sophie with renewed force. She buried her face in her hands, her shoulders convulsing with quiet sobs. Hug her, try to comfort her with words, continue asking questions. Hug her feels like, again, because we are stone cold. We are stone cold James the detective. We are not even gonna... No physical contact, no even minor flirting. None of that. James is secretly... James is just not a horn dog. Exactly. James is secretly Arrow Ace confirmed. That's the headcanon now. That's the headcanon now. I think try to comfort her with words. There we go. I didn't touch Sophie, but my voice softened. Okay. So that's patch number 7 that they have to put in. They forgot to translate this part for this particular pathway. All right. Something. Let's. I almost want to like do something funny with this, but because yeah, I know, right? Touchingly say. I almost want to do something funny with this, but I feel like I would unintentionally say something insulting if I did, so I'm just gonna go past. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they did actually translate it. They just accidentally left in the Russian version of what he's saying. There we go. Listen, Sophie, what happened isn't your fault. People sometimes hide their pain so deeply that even the closest ones can't see it. You should remember Evelyn for who she was, your best friend. And if you want to help her, help me figure out what happened. Sophie slowly lowered her hands, revealing her face reddened from tears. Her words hit their mark. That's number 8. A flicker of determination appeared in her eyes. I took a clean handkerchief from my pocket and offered it to Sophie. She gratefully took it, dabbing her eyes. You're not what I'd imagined you'd be. What did you imagine me to be? Oh, my words. Yeah, that makes more sense, actually. Yeah, okay, you're right. I was gonna... Yeah, no, she didn't speak. Why would it be her words? Duh. I don't know. A cold professional who doesn't care about people? She sighed softly as if gathering her strength. And you're right. Abby deserves for her loved ones to know the truth. I'm ready to tell you everything I know. Do you know why Evelyn went to the pool last night? Did you see her when she left? The last time I saw her was yesterday after dinner. I'm not sure, but I think she said she wanted to talk to Miss Rivers about something. Sam seemed to say she spent the evening in her room. I'll need to talk to her again and clarify if Evelyn came to see her yesterday. You two were roommates, weren't you? After dinner, did Evelyn leave, or did you? All these words, something changed in Sophie's demeanor. Her shoulders tensed and her eyes darted around. I stayed in the room. First I was in the room, preparing for a test. Then I went to dinner. Before I came back, I went to the library to get some materials. And then I was back in the room with Abby left. That was around 6, right? Or maybe later? I think I already mentioned. So did you see Evelyn leave? Sophie's gaze flitted across the walls, the ceiling, the water, anywhere but at me. She began methodically winding strands of hair around her index finger, then straightening them and winding them over and over again. Yes, no, I mean, I was in the room when she was getting ready, but I had to return some books, and I probably left before her. Or she left before me? I can't remember, it was a hectic day. I think it would be really cool if she ended up actually being the killer. Because wouldn't it be so cool if she was intentionally putting on this act, and she was, like, intentionally, like, stumbling over her words and not being specific with what happened, so then that way she could, like, not give away too much information? That would be really cool. I don't know if they would have, like, the guts to do that, but that would be super duper cool. Yeah, look, she's definitely hiding something. Yeah, there we go. First she's claimed to have seen Evelyn around 6, but now she's confused about whether she was even in the room at that moment. Yeah. But what exactly is Sophie trying to hide? That she went somewhere, or that she saw someone with Evelyn? Or maybe she knows more about where her roommate was going? I won't pressure her. It's better to change the subject and come back to this later when I have more information. Yeah, being vague, maybe tossing the coach under the bus. Yeah, exactly. What about her family? Did Evelyn tell you anything about her parents? About their relationship? She has a great family. I know Mr. and Mrs. Frost personally. They are good people and love Abby very much. I stayed with them for a week at the end of summer before school started. They live in a beautiful house on the coast. While Sophie was talking about Evelyn's family, I felt my phone vibrate in my pants pocket. It was inappropriate to get distracted at the moment, but it could be something related to the investigation. Thank you for being so open, Sophie. Your words have clarified a lot. I need to continue the investigation, but I'd like to come back to our conversation later if you don't mind. Sophie nodded slowly. Sure. I nodded goodbye to her and headed for the exit. At the door, I turned back. Sophie was still sitting on the edge of the pool, her feet in the water. Sophie is like an open book, but with a few torn pages. At first glance, she's a sincere, sensitive girl grieving for her friend. But those inconsistencies in time, the nervousness, she's clearly holding something back. The most dangerous secrets are sometimes kept by those you least expect. Or maybe Sophie is just a frightened girl who's lost her best friend. It's too early to draw conclusions, but I should keep an eye on her. How are things going? Have you talked to the girls? Stepping into the corridor, I took out my phone and read a message from Nika. I talked to Annie, Vivian, and Sophie. I couldn't find Mickey Elderwood. Well, no, you did talk to her, but whatever. Mickey's in the library now, 2nd floor, west wing. Talk to her, then come by to my office. I'll soon have news from the medical examiner. Following the route provided in the message, I arrived at the library. Behind the heavy oak door, I was met with silence, broken only by the rustle of pages and barely audible whispers. A few girls were sitting at the tables, their noses buried in books. Which one of you is Mickey? I unzipped my bag and took out my notepad, where I had already put the photos of the students I had spoken with. Flipping through the pages, I noticed that Mickey Elderwood's photo wasn't there. I dug into my side pocket and spotted a lone photo that had slipped in the corner. It must have fallen out when I was arranging the others. I picked it up and carefully examined the image. Wait a minute, I saw her today! She's the same girl I bumped into in the corridor when I was looking for Nika's office. What a coincidence. I scanned the library and quickly found the one I was looking for. Mickey Elderwood had settled into the furthest corner, barricaded by stacks of books. The girl fixed her gaze on the pages, completely lost to reality. I stopped at Mickey's table and waited a few seconds, but she was so engrossed in her reading that she didn't even notice me. Hello again. The girl sharply looked up, and her eyes, magnified by her glasses, widened in surprise. Seeing me, she instinctively snapped her book shut and with a habitual motion adjusted her glasses, which were sliding down her nose. Her cheeks immediately flushed, the blush spreading to the tips of her ears. It's you? The one I mean, hello. She quickly glanced around as if checking whether I was talking to her and not to someone else. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed several girls at neighboring tables looking up from their textbooks, watching us with undisguised curiosity. One of them covered her mouth with her hand, whispering something to her neighbor. Mickey also noticed these glances, which intensified her embarrassment. May I? I gestured to the empty chair opposite. Mickey hastily moved some scattered papers aside and nervously nodded. Of course, please. I sat down opposite to her and immediately noticed the book she had so hastily closed. The title on the cover was Mysticism Under the Microscope, a Scientific Analysis of Paranormal Phenomena. Another curious book with a strange title. Unusual reading, is that part of your curriculum or a personal interest? It's not exactly for class. It's a way of self-soothing, self-soothing, if I may say so. Though I know it's completely irrational and goes against common sense. Mickey nervously flipped through the book without looking up. Her fingers trembled slightly. Have you seen anything paranormal? Yes, well, I'm not sure. I thought someone was standing in our room at night in the dark. I know it's my imagination, but it was so real. Did you see Evelyn? The girl nodded shyly, confirming my guess. That's a perfectly normal reaction after what happened. I guess you're right. It's just that Annie really scared me yesterday. Annie? You know she's the one who found Evelyn, right? When she ran into our room late at night, her eyes were so big, so wild. She was sitting on the edge of my bed all night long and telling me horrible things. Mickey spoke faster and faster, as if afraid that if she stopped, she'd lose the courage to continue. You know, she's into all this occult stuff. She said that those who die a violent or an unnatural death are restless souls who remain forever tied to the place where they died. Okay, back from an ad, how's Miss Nerdy fan service? She's doing alright. She's talking about how apparently scary Annie is and how she's apparently into occult-related things, which I was not expecting. That they see all our secrets, all our sins. Mickey lowered her voice almost to a whisper, nervously glancing around. And that they come to judge the wicked. And that means Evelyn will now wander the school and punish the sinners. I know it's superstition, but Annie believes it, and she spoke very convincingly. And her posters, too. I always thought they were creepy, but yesterday, they felt like they were watching me all night. Judge the wicked? Punish sinners? Is Mickey afraid that Evelyn's spirit will haunt her? Do you have something to hide? Oh. Huh. I mean... again, I don't, think that she's hiding anything. I'll reassure her. Mickey, believe me, shadows and corners are just tricks of the imagination. Everything has a rational explanation, even the strangest things. I leaned a little closer, speaking in a soft, soothing tone. You know, I studied psychology and intimidation tactics at university. Annie used classical techniques, darkness, isolation, talk of the supernatural. Oh, hi, Sev. Hello, hello, hello. However, I don't think she was trying to scare you on purpose. It's more likely that she was on edge herself after everything that happened. In such a state, the human brain is especially susceptible to suggestion. It's just biology and psychology, no mysticism. Mickey listened intently, her gaze becoming more focused. My words seemed to have a calming effect on her. Yes, you're right, and I was too stupid to fall for it. You probably think I'm ridiculously naive. I was being a bitch with the verification? Oh, that's weird. Huh. That's odd. Sorry that happened to you. Not at all. I'd say you'd reacted quite reasonably. You started looking for scientific explanations for what you saw. Yeah, I wasn't able to chat for a few minutes. Ah, gotcha. And if those mysterious shadows appear again, I'm at your service. Ghost hunting is my weekend hobby. I winked at her with a slight smile. Mickey's cheeks flushed even deeper, but now there was a shy smile on her face. Aww. She's starting to relax. That's good. Perhaps she'll be more open to talking. After a short pause, I decided to return to the purpose of my visit. Mickey, I'd like to talk to you about Evelyn to understand the reasons for what happened to her. Can you tell me what she was like? The girl pondered, absently stroking the spine of the book. Evelyn was always quiet, you know, an introvert to the highest degree. Not that I'm judging, I'm not a beacon of sociability myself. She was good at both academics and sports. Everything came easily to her. I could spend weeks preparing for an exam, making hundreds of flashcards for memorization. But Evelyn would only flip through a textbook during a break between practices, and still get the highest grade. In academics, I still had a chance to surpass her, but in the pool, there was no chance at all. Evelyn was the best. I noticed that Mickey was upset when saying that. Her voice trembled slightly, and her fingers gripped on the edge of the table. And Coach Rivers always held her up as an example, like, look at Evelyn, be like Evelyn. Why can't you swim like Evelyn? And you know what? I couldn't, no matter how hard I tried. Mickey fell silent, staring into space. Then she sighed and shook her head.
It's too hard for me to understand what exactly happened yesterday and why, just like that, you have it all, a dream life, and then it's all gone.
He definitely suffered from comparisons with Avalon. But could this turn into anger, or was it just a sad acknowledgement of someone else's superiority? What about the last few days? Did you notice anything unusual? Maybe Avalon was upset or argued with someone?
Actually, something did happen on Friday.
She lowered her voice to a whisper, glancing around once more to make sure no one was eavesdropping.
On Friday, I went to the pool. I forgot my chemistry textbook in the locker after morning practice, and accidentally heard Annie arguing with Avalon in the locker room. Well, to be more precise, Annie was yelling at Avalon.
Did you hear what they were talking about?
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, no, it's just that they were talking very loudly. I could hear them from the corridor. I didn't hear the beginning of the conversation, but Annie was saying something about not sticking your nose when it's not wanted.
Your voice is cute. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I'm a little sad because you like it when I do like my mommy voice a lot. There was a character that I basically just had to do the mommy voice for the entire time, and you kind of missed it. I don't know if she'll show up again, but that's if you want more of that, you're gonna have to watch the VOD. And how did their conversations end?
I'm not sure. When I entered the locker room, they both fell silent and went their separate ways.
What time did this happen? Damn it!
Around 4, I think.
Excited for that. Mickey frowned, adjusting her glasses in concentration. I guess that's an idea for a future points redeem. I mean, Seb has said a bunch of times that he like wants me to do like ASMR videos because he thinks I'm really good at that, or I would be good at that. Wouldn't have had the same opinion, but friggin' I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea.
Yes, exactly 4. Annie had just finished her swimming practice.
Interesting. Annie Harper assured me she hadn't spoken to Avalon at all. Because you are. Aw. Also, Dime, since you haven't been here for a while, I'll update you that, and I mean, like, a lot of things have have happened since the last time you were here, but the most important thing is that I should update you that I just got, like, a commissioned artist just finished making me a brand new 2D VTuber model, and then on top of that, Moon is currently working on a brand new channel background and emotes as well. So those should all be debuting simultaneously within like the next couple of weeks. Honestly, it just kind of depends on whenever Moon is finished with those. And now it turns out they weren't just talking, they were even arguing. While I was taking notes, Mickey continued in a quiet voice. Got a debut date set yet? No, not really. Because I don't want to like pressure Moon with like, oh, you gotta get this done. Like I want her to, yeah, exactly. I don't want to like pressure her or anything like that because that wouldn't be very nice. I don't want to like make her feel stressed out or anxious or anything like that. Like I want her to just go at her own pace, just because that'll make for better art and because that'll make for a better experience and stuff. Caught by the mild delay there. Ah, okay, I see. But yeah, so it honestly just kind of depends. She should say that she should have it done, like, she's getting it done more quickly than she thought she was going to, and more quickly than I thought, either. So I'm assuming within the next few weeks, so maybe sometime in February, but that's honestly as, like, specific as it be. Yeah, and depends on the shrimpiness as well, yeah. I hope that all that stuff that we recommended to her will allow her to push through the pain. Hopefully she doesn't continue drawing like that so that it doesn't happen again. Because I don't want her to be hurting. That doesn't sound great. While I was taking notes, Mickey continued in a quiet voice.
I probably shouldn't have said that. I don't want to badmouth anyone or cause trouble. It was just strange.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gathering information. Every little detail, every observation, it can all be important. Sudden curious. Aww. Yeah, it will. Thanks for sharing. Mickey let out a sigh of relief. Did anything else seem strange to you?
Well, it all was as usual, although, except maybe Sophie Williams. But I guess that's not relevant.
Any detail may be relevant. So what about Sophie?
I ran into her in the corridor after dinner and asked her a regular question, if she was ready for the chemistry test. but she seemed confused and just ran away without saying a word. That was so unlike her. Sophie is usually very friendly and outgoing, even with me. At first glance, Sophie's behavior might not seem related to the investigation, but I still decided to record this information in my notepad. And where were you after dinner last night? Mickey straightened up sharply, nervously adjusting her glasses, and answered hastily. After dinner? Yes, I went to prepare for classes and stayed in the library until late. Time flies so fast, you blink and exams are already here. She spoke too fast, and her voice was a pitch higher than usual. Uh-oh. Not very convincing. I should verify this information. The sharp sound of a door slamming broke the silence of the library. I turned around and noticed that the last of the students had left the room. Only Mickey and I remained in the library amidst the endless rows of books. Oh, I'm late. She began to pack her things in a flurry, but then stopped, casting a guilty glance at me. But, of course, the investigation is much more important. I think Mrs. Grimstock will understand. It's okay. I have no more questions for today. I don't want to cause you trouble with your teacher. With a grateful nod, Mickey hastily began packing her textbooks. She moved so fast that her pencil case slid off the table, scattering its contents. Her glasses slipped to the tip of her nose as she bent down for a fallen pen, and at that moment her forehead met the wooden edge of the table. A muffled thud echoed through the empty library. Ouch! Her cheeks immediately flushed bright red. With one hand, Mickey rubbed her reddened forehead, while with the other she frantically stuffed the scattered pens and pencils back into her case. The girl mumbled something unintelligible, clearly embarrassed by her own clumsiness. See you later, Mickey. Take care. She froze for a moment, meeting my eyes. Thank you. See you later. Wait, is there... What? We weren't gonna help her out? Damn. Jeez. Really is stone cold. Not even gonna help. Alright. We helped her out earlier, but okay, fine. Clutching her backpack to her chest, Mickey hurried out of the library. After watching Mickey leave, I lingered into the library just long enough to make the last notes in my notepad. Yeah, that's also... Yeah, I guess so. Must have gathered them up quickly. But not even like an, oh no, are you okay, or anything. It was really just like, okay, see you later, Mickey. Even though her forehead, like, slammed into the table. Uh-oh, why do you feel bad for Callie? Wait, what happened to Callie? Wait, Seb, what happened to Callie? Whatever it is, I don't know. Did something bad happen to Callie and I just don't know? Check DMs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Aww. No. Aww. Oh my gosh. Aww. Oh man. That's really... Callie, if you end up watching the VOD of this, don't say things like that to yourself. We all really love you. Seriously. Like, we're not, like, painting lies or anything like that, however that expression goes. We're not, like, painting a fake picture or anything like that. We really do care about you. Yeah, they said inventing. Hold on, I gotta... Hold on, I gotta respond to this. This will only take a minute. Also, what? Are there seriously? Wait. Oh, okay. I don't know why she's not... Okay, whatever. The only way everyone can hate on... That's not true. Bestie, I gotta respond to this. I'm sorry. Bestie, I stopped my stream just to respond to this message. I promise we all love and care about you. Seriously, one of my best. there we go, there we go. Yeah. I just had to say that. I just had to say that. Hugs and kisses to Callie, everybody. Hugs and kisses to Callie. It wasn't he didn't say it in my own Discord server. It was some other server that we're both a part of, but yeah. He was just being hard on himself, and I'm just like, no, really? You're a really good person, I swear. That was basically the gist of it. Yeah, I hope he feels better. I hope he feels better from that. Yeah, and Sev is supporting him too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Okay, I love that. Okay, I think let's get back to the game now. Let's get back to the game. After leaving the library, I headed back to the principal's office. I managed to gather a lot of information throughout the day, but each new fact raised even more questions. I mentally replayed my conversations with the students, trying to find a thread that would tie everything together. We have an interesting picture. Each of those with whom I spoke is hiding something. And the fire in the server room, what a strange coincidence. When I got to the right floor, I heard Nika's muffled voice. She was talking on the phone with someone. The office door was slightly ajar, and I could hear some words. I understand your concern, Mr. Thornton. We're doing everything we can. Okay, I'll wait for your call. I gently knocked on the half-open door just as Nika hung up. She turned to me, and I noticed her weirdly rubbing the bridge of her nose. James, finally, come in, have a seat. Any news? I walked into the office and settled in my usual chair opposite to her desk. Nika looked exhausted. She clearly had a hard day. I talked with everyone I had planned to. There's a lot of information, but so far there are more questions than answers. What about you? I heard you were talking on the phone. That was one of the board members. Everyone's on edge. And news about the fire had started to leak, but that's not the most important thing right now. Nika leaned back in her chair and sighed heavily. James, I spoke with the fire department. What happened in the server room was definitely arson. Are you sure? Absolutely. Someone set fire to a wastebasket after moving it right next to the servers. Usually that wastebasket is off to the side, but someone moved it on purpose. More detailed forensic results will be available tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll find out something else useful. And what does your technician say? Johnson swears he just stepped out of the restroom for a minute. He says he heard the alarm there and didn't even realize exactly where the fire was. I said in the channel that Callie's one of the first people I met and made me feel safe and that we never hate him. Aww. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, I see that now. Yeah. Exactly. He was one of the first people that I met as well. Like, I think after... It was Ivy and Digby that I first met and that made me feel comfortable on that server, but then after that it was Kalista. So, I really have to thank him. Because he's such a good friend, he made me feel so welcome, seriously. So if you're listening to this, Callie, we all really love you, seriously. We could never ever hate you, genuinely. Okay? We really do care about you, alright? I'm just so fucking mean. Oh, thank you. He says he heard the alarm there and didn't even realize exactly where the fire was. Nika stood up and walked to the window, looking out at the darkening school grounds. Besides, Johnson has an alibi. One of our teachers, Miss Evans, confirms she met him on the way to the restroom shortly before the fire alarm. Three of you made me feel so safe when I started talking. Aww. Don't you think he could have prepared everything in advance, set the fire, and then deliberately walked past someone? Nika shook her head. I don't think so. In general, it's unclear why Johnson would commit arson. The risk is high and there's no benefit. And even if someone wanted to bribe him to destroy the records, there are much more reliable and less noticeable ways. I agree. After a fire, there's always a chance to recover data, and a technician should understand that. That's why I think someone waited for Johnson to leave and seized the moment. I thoughtfully tapped my fingers on the armrest of the chair. Speaking of data recovery, I have a friend who can help. No need. I've already arranged everything. I can't entrust that work to Johnson, even though I don't think he's guilty. But I have trusted people who promised to help with it. And you're already taking on too much. At that moment, Nika's computer made a familiar notification sound. She turned to the monitor, and I noticed how sharply her expression changed. The medical examiner's report just came in. I immediately got up from my chair and walked over to Nika to see the screen. She opened the email and began to study the document together. Amidst the medical terms and formal phrases, I immediately caught the key points of the report. The ligature mark on the neck is circular instead of the typical oblique line expected and hanging due to the tension of the noose. There's like 2 words there I never even saw. Gonna try to find the iron. We have some MLP iron on the patches I got. Ooh, yay! That's awesome. I didn't even know that's how you put the patches on. I thought you would just like fasten them and they would be like pins. Huh. Pre-mortem loss of consciousness established. The pressure was applied externally without the involvement of the body's gravity. Time of death between 10 p.m. and 10 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Nika slowly leaned back in her chair, her face pale. She reread the report several times as if not believing what she had read. So, it wasn't self-delete. Are you holding up? She took a deep breath, trying to compose herself. Yes, I need time to process it. Someone killed Evelyn and then coldly staged it as a self-delete. It means the killer is still here at school, walking the same corridors as the students. It's hard to think that the killer is smiling in my face every morning, that it's one of my students or teachers. James, do you have any theories? Who could have done this? I understand it's only been 1 day, but maybe you already have some ideas. It's too early to draw specific conclusions. Besides, the fact of murder changes the approach of the case. Now we need to analyze not Evelyn's psychological state, but the motives and opportunities of potential killers. But I need more time. Tomorrow, I plan to conduct additional interviews, and I pointed to the computer monitor. And I would also like to see the recovered camera footage if possible. About the footage, my contact promised to be quick. The first recovered file should be ready by tomorrow evening. However, it won't be possible to restore everything. The expert sent me a list of cameras available for work. Uh-oh. You're sweating. Uh-oh. We need to decide which one to restore first, since each one takes a full day. Nika moved closer to the monitor and opened the email with a list of available cameras. Which recording should I ask to restore first? Oh, okay. School corridors, first floor. Outdoor cameras. Today, yesterday. Oh. Well, why wouldn't it be... Obviously, we should do yesterday, duh. Yesterday, school corridors, 3rd floor. Sure. Nika turned to the computer and began typing a message, then she looked back at me. By the way, I checked the access control system at the main gates. Evelyn hasn't left the school grounds since the beginning of the school year. She paused, frowning. And while checking the system, I noticed something strange. Yesterday at 8 in the evening, Sophie Williams entered the school grounds and then left at 10:30. But there's no data about how she left the school during the day. Nor is there data about how she returned after her night walk. Sophie didn't tell me she left the school grounds yesterday. And she behaved strangely when I asked where she was that evening. What confuses me even more is the discrepancy in the system. Sham isn't covered in blankets. You're so hot. You're boiling me. Oh my goodness. How could Sophie enter the school when she was already inside and leave while remaining on school grounds? Perhaps there was a system glitch? I don't understand either. We have the information that his registration system is quite reliable. Each entry and exit is automatically recorded and duplicated on the server. I quickly made a note in my notepad. Nika stood up, walked to the window, outside which it was already dark, and exhaled heavily. It's too late outside. T's too late outside. Okay, that's number 9. Perhaps we should continue tomorrow? We still have a lot of work to do. She turned to me. If you don't mind, you can stay here overnight. There's a spare room in the guest wing, considering the distance to the city and the fact that we need to start early tomorrow. That's a reasonable suggestion. Time is against us. The longer we drag this out, the more chances the killer has to cover their tracks. Oh. She had a way to get over the fence by using the gate at all. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, did she have a way to get over the fence? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think they said that. Or maybe they did, and I just completely missed it. Although, the fact that she wouldn't have the ability... I'd like, surely there would be, right? I feel like it, because it's not like the gates are that tall. Then I'll walk to your room. By the way, I've asked for dinner to be brought right there. You haven't eaten anything today. Oh, that's nice. We left the office and walked into the half-empty school corridors. All the way to the room, Nika remained silent, nervously fingering her keys. The news of the murder knocked her down. Besides worrying about the school's reputation, she now also has to ensure that nothing happens to the students.
So way she could have only accessed the gate twice. Oh, yeah, that's right. So some other way that... Yeah, okay. So then, yeah, no, if she had that, why couldn't she have just... Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe just to not look suspicious. Like, at least use it legitimately once, but not both times. Here we are. We stopped by door 15, and Nika unlocked it with a key, which she immediately handed to me. If you need anything, call me. Don't be shy. You have my number. I turned to Nika. Cheer her up, have a rest, criticize the lack of... Why would I criticize? Come on. Why would I criticize? Have a rest, cheer her up. Cheer her up. Nika, listen. I gently touched her hand, forcing her to look up. I understand how you feel right now, but I want you to know that we will find the killer and figure out what happened. I promise you. Nika looked at her hands, then raised her gaze to my face. And if you need to talk or just not be alone, I'm here, anytime. Thank you. Really, thank you. You know, when I called you this morning, all I could think about was what happened to Evelyn. I had no idea that our meeting would be like this. Yes, despite all these terrible circumstances, I'm glad to see you again. Nika slowly traced the outlines of my knuckles with her finger and squeezed my hand one last time. Good night, James. Good night, Nika. I turned the handle and entered the guest room, closing the door behind me. On the nightstand next to the bed was a tray with dinner, which had already cooled down. Before I start dinner, I'll make a call to my old friend. Wait, really? What? I'm assuming the demo is almost done, because the day is wrapping up. I took up my phone and scrolled through my contacts until I found Andy's name. Why are these... This just looks like Discord. I find it very funny that this really serious spy detective person just has it just looks like Discord. It's just someone named Andy. Oh, okay. Andy was my old summer camp friend who now worked in the information analysis department. Over the years, we've helped each other out more than once, but every time we worked together, I had to put up with constant grumbling and inexhaustible sarcasm. Yeah, sounds like that kind of person. Ah, like so cute. I pressed the call button, leaning against the headboard of the bed, and waited for an answer. After the third ring, I heard a familiar voice in the receiver. Discord-based. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, who do we have here? James Crofton in the flesh. Let me guess, he decided to finally buy me a beer? His voice sounded cheerful. I could hear him chewing something. He was probably having dinner. Not this time, buddy, but if you help me with something, I owe you one. Oh, sure, you already owe me a couple of cases. When was the last time you called me just for kicks? Am I saved in your phone as Andy the problem solver? There was Andy's unusual good-natured irony in his voice. No, you know what? I'm even flattered. It means I'm so good at James Crofton himself calls me when he's in trouble. Did you put the sandwich in his pocket? Yeah, what happened to that sandwich? That would be funny, though. It feels like it was going to be the kind of person to do that. You're not as irreplaceable as you think. It's just that everyone else is smart enough not to answer calls after work. Ah, that's it, so I'm the last hope of a desperate man, even better. Andy laughed, and I realized his mood had finally improved. Okay, tell me what happened this time. I ship it? I know, right? They're both honestly really cute, to be honest. Let's go, yowie. Heck yeah! Long story short, I need to look up a couple of people, a few students and a swim coach. Buy him a beer. Oh my gosh. Put that in his inventory for later. There was a meaningful pause on the other end of the line. I could almost see Andy raising an eyebrow. Then he burst out laughing so loudly that I had to pull the phone away from my ear. You dog! You're on vacation? You're hanging out with some girls and didn't invite me? What kind of friend are you after that? Andy, this is serious business. Nika called me yesterday and asked me to investigate a suicide at the school where she's the principal, which it turns out was a murderer. Nika, I've heard that name somewhere. We were together at Bear Cliff? No way! That Nika from camp? That green-haired girl you've been crushing on? That's the one. Holy cow! I thought her contacts were long gone. Dude's doing a full point-and-click adventure game of his own, spending the whole day trying to use a stick on every object in his house. I remember you going crazy when she disappeared after camp. What a reunion. Be sure to say hi to her for me. I'll let you know as soon as I see her. For now, can you help me with info on the suspects? Andy sighed heavily. I knew the usual whining about risks and difficulties was about to begin. James, buddy, it's not easy to look for information when it's not an official case.
You know that digging up information under no legal obligation is risky. If they see me looking for data on people outside of a case, I could get fired. Andy's voice grew more pitiful, a classic tactic he used when he wanted to negotiate better terms. We've got a new department head now, and he's incredibly meticulous. He checks every request. Andy, please, think of something for Roll Tide's sake. I'm critically short on data to figure out what's going on here, and I only have 3 days left. A long pause. I can almost physically feel Andy weighing the pros and cons. You understand that if I get caught, I'll have to say I did it at your request, right? I understand, and I'm ready to take responsibility. Okay, but for a favor like this, you'll owe me not just a couple of beers, but a couple of cases. Hey, those are those beers that you were hoping you would get him. Good beer, but not some cheap stuff. And dinner at that steakhouse we've been eyeing for so long. Deal, you'd really be helping me out, Andy. Oh my gosh, I so shipped them. Damn, you agreed so quickly. I should have pushed for more. I know, he's like asking him out for dinner. It's awesome. Well, okay, I'm even curious now about the story you got there. Dinner, food. But to avoid suspicion, I can only check one of the girls per day. I have a friend in the archives who might accidentally stumble upon the necessary information doing routine work. You don't have much time, so choose wisely. Who do you need first? First, I'd like to know information about... Oh, okay. Heck. I'm gonna say... Let's go with Sam, actually. Because I think Sam was the most, like, sus one of all of them. Sam Rivers. Got it. I'll call you tomorrow when I have something. Thanks again. Andy is such a femboy, honestly. Oh my goodness. Hi, Callie. Hello, hello. I hope you saw us comforting you on the Discord. Because we really do love and care about you, bestie. Really. Seriously. You're a really great person. He's gonna wear such a nice cocktail dress to the steakhouse dinner? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, he doesn't really strike me as a femboy, but I mean, like, who knows? Who knows? I could be totally wrong. That would honestly be awesome. Just like me. Aw. We said goodbye, and I put the phone on the nightstand. Talking to Andy, as always, lifted my spirits. It was nice to hear a familiar voice and remember that there are people I can rely on. I took off my jacket, loosened my tie, sat on the edge of the bed, and looked at the cold dinner. I had no appetite, but I needed to eat. Tomorrow was going to be a tough day. I wonder, where will all this lead me? A murder in an elite school, fire in the server room, strange inconsistencies in testimonies? Someone is working hard to cover their tracks. But every criminal makes a mistake sooner or later. The main thing is not to miss it. Alright, there we go. Talking to Andy always made my spirits. Annie, gay, homosexual, gay. James, what? Who's narrating? There we go. I literally don't even think I can... Oh, okay. Still don't feel so good, by the way. Aww. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Yeah. I hope you saw what we responded to you in the venting channel, Callie. If there's anything we can do to cheer you up, just ask, okay? We really do care about you, alright? We really do. So if you ever need, yeah. Exactly what Sev said, honestly. Exactly. If there's anything, any way we can cheer you up or anything you ever want from us, just ask, okay? Really. Okay, we're gonna be here for you always. Alright? Always. Well, anyways, yeah, that is it for the demo. It actually wrapped up really nice. It was like literally 2 hours. That's pretty insane. Yeah, no. To reiterate what I was talking about last time, this is just the demo. The full game will be released in March. It is by, I should properly credits, like, specifically, like, the actual name of the dev team, actually. It is not on the... Frick, it's not on the email. Hold on. I should really... Hold on. I will just... look up... KK Studio.
is specifically a developer. It releases on March 30th of this year. So that's exactly 2 months from now. And yeah, I will go ahead and I will leave the Steam page for you all to click on if you want to check out this demo for yourself, or if you want to wishlist it so that when the full game comes out, you can go ahead. And I don't know if it's still going to be free. It might be paid when the final game comes out. But yeah, we will see. And thank you again for KK Studios for sending me this game. And shoutouts to everybody who worked on this, because this was really fun. Interesting demo. My feedback is that they could have let you choose who to talk to in which order. Yeah, actually. It doesn't seem like the order mattered majorly. To read a little text based on who you've talked to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I am curious about what would have happened if I had gone down slightly different paths about, like, who I'm talking to, really. I feel like anybody could be responsible for anything at this point. I don't think there's, like, a very clear person. Yeah, we'll be right here if you need anything, Callie. We'll be right here. Sev is exactly right. But yeah, that is going to be it for that. We still have some time left, though. So I think what we'll do is we will... First off, I'm going to turn on the music for now. And I think... yeah, no, it's still pretty early. I'm going to change the category. Let's go ahead and watch that Tomodachi Life Direct that was released earlier today. I have not seen that yet, but I have been getting it on my feed a lot. So I just need to go ahead. From the little bit I've seen watching you play, this does seem like a pretty good game, not gonna lie. Don't really know if it's my type of game, but it does seem good, and if you like it, that's all that really matters. Aww. I mean, yeah, like, these sorts of games aren't, like, necessarily what I gravitate to, but I just wanted to, like, show support to the people that worked on this, and I'm glad I was able to promote their game and stuff. And from what I played of it, I did like it. I only really played Danganronpa, like, when I did it, because it was, like, a Halloween-y game, and I've just heard a lot of other people talking about it, like, how well it was praised. And I thought, well, you know, it's... You know, I shouldn't, like, miss out on this. I should check out, see what this is all about. And I did end up liking it, even though I'm not particularly into those sorts of games. Like, not like I don't like them or anything. I just don't really normally, like, gravitate towards them. But I think by playing Danganronpa last year, it did, like... I do want to try out more of those games now. Like, I'm definitely gonna try out the rest of the games in that series. And I've also never played a single Phoenix Wright game. I know those are somewhat similar in terms of detective games. So I would definitely want to check out that as well. Glad you showed support to small game devs. It's a really wholesome and cool thing to do. Aw, thank you, thank you. Yeah. This has been the second time now, actually, where, like, specifically it was devs working on a Danganronpa-styled fan game. Like, Danganronpa-styled visual novel that asked me to. I don't exactly know why those streams were very... I know they were very popular when I did them, but, like, I don't know why that really grabbed the attention of... Oh, which was the other one? Yeah, no, we also played the 2 games in the Violence series late last year. We played Mal-Violence and Proto-Violence. And that was also the devs reaching out to me via email and being like, hey, if you want, we saw your Danganronpa stuff. We're making a very similar game. You should check them out. Give us their feedback. Maybe play them on stream. And yeah, no, I did, actually. They're both very different from one another. Proto-Violence was, like, basically... It was more similar to what we just played. It was basically just a story. It was, like, very little actual gameplay. And then Mal-Violence was more of the actual gameplay side of things, and was, like, the sequel to Proto-Violence, and there was, like, a bunch of puzzles that we had to do, which were pretty fun. Objection, pineapple does belong on pizza. Oh my goodness. Anyways, oh frick, I don't have the tab open. Of course I don't. Heck. I will get that ready. Yes. Living the Dream Direct. Alright. Why are all the results Reddit? No, don't do that. No, not Nintendo of UK. Okay. There we go. I don't know about you, but I'm really, really surprised that, yeah, interesting. I'll have to look to them. Yeah, no, they're both on the VOD channel, and in the description of the VOD videos, I have the links to the games on Steam and itch.io. So, if you want to, you could go ahead and do that, and you could, check them out. They're both completely free, and they're not demos like this game. They're the full games, just free. They're both very, very short. But yeah, no. Let us go ahead and watch this. I was saying, I was very surprised to see this have its own direct. Just because, I don't know, this doesn't really feel like a really big game to have, like, a singular direct from it. But it is cool in that the case. The only thing I'm worried about, then, is that we've been getting a lot of announcements recently that are just out of the blue. And it makes me feel like we're not getting a full Nintendo Direct in February. Like they wouldn't share all of these info. Normally they would wait for a Direct. With them like sharing all this stuff one after the other, it makes me think we're not getting a full Direct in February. But we'll see. I'd love to be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong, but we'll see about that. We'll see about that. I will just go ahead and queue up the game right now. I'm just excited for Tomodachi Life. Yeah. God, I'm almost wondering if I should play that on stream. I wasn't thinking of doing so, but maybe I'll just do it as like a one-off, because it's not really a game that you can like play and beat. It's just like a life sim. But I think I will do it as like a one-off, like when the game comes out, because it is coming out for Switch 1, so it doesn't break my no Switch 2 rule. Yeah. It doesn't break the Switch the not playing anything on Switch 2 rule, because it is coming out on Switch 1. So I think I will play it. I am definitely also playing the Rhythm Heaven Megamix. I will definitely be playing that. Oh, kind of do it a bit daily. Start doing it at the start or end of streams. That's a good idea. I don't. That is a good idea. I think mainly. Yeah, that is honestly a really clever idea, but I am not sure if it's viable. Just because of just how much time that would take up. Like I could just do that like on my own time and like tell you guys about it, which is I think what we'll do. And I think I will do like a full stream of it when the game comes out, just because, you know, algorithm and all that. But that is, yeah, you have efficiency. Yeah. And like, you know, if there's people who aren't interested in that, it's like that would feel like that would be taking up time just having it every single one. Yeah. I'm not like dissing you or anything like that though. That is a very clever idea. Like I genuinely did not think of that before you did it. So thank you for your input, but I don't think I could do that. I think I will do that like off camera though, and like tell you about it though. I guess it all just depends on how good the game is gonna be. So, well, we're gonna find out right now. I will. Yeah, let me know if the audio is good. Bada boom.
Hello to everyone watching the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct.
Hello.
Yoshiaki Koizumi.
Let me know if I need to turn up the volume.
This game has me characters, which you can customize.
I thought he said mean characters. Oh, very, very low? Okay, I'll turn it up a bit.
Me, you ask?
Me.
Is that better? Let me know if that's better.
You in this new Tomodachi Life game.
Heck yeah.
Please take a look.
Yeah. Is that better, Dime? Let me know if that's better.
The residents on this island are called me
Better for me? Oh, okay. I love this narrator. Narrator's great.
And you'll be the one creating them.
Heck yeah, I will.
You, your family,
I love this art
and
style,
your
by the way.
friends lived here. How about someone you really admire? Yep. In Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, your experience can differ based on the me's.
Also, let me turn on subtitles if I almost forgot to do that.
Let's see how you could be living the dream.
Just in case anybody wants it. Also, I love that eShop logo and the D and the
We'll
word
begin
dream.
by creating the first resident.
There was like, it was
There are two main
orange and there
ways
was a
to
little
make
house in there. It's like
residents.
the eShop logo.
You could start by answering questions about their facial
About to be
features,
wild for gaming, yeah.
or by creating each part individually.
That's why, yeah, it's
We'll
why
take
I'm a
the
little
second
bit
option,
sad
from
that Nintendo
scratch.
probably won't have a
Let's try
full-on
creating a college
direct
student.
this month
She'll
because
appear
they
as a
like
character
need a
throughout the
direct.
direct.
Because so far they have not
Some
really
face
sold
types.
anyone on a Switch. The last
To
direct that they had in
hairstyles.
September was not very good. That's why I'm a little bit miffed about that.
Eyes.
So we just gotta hope that
And
there is
more.
one,
There
or that the
are
one
so
in
many parts,
June is gonna be good.
including ones unique to this
Gonna do
game.
all your mods? Oh, that would be a cool
You can
idea.
choose the shape of
That would be a
ears.
cool idea. I want to do that.
After
I think
you've
I'll do that.
created
That's a
them,
good idea.
You can adjust their height and body type. You'll also choose their name and gender.
I want to be a maid.
And if
Aww.
you'd like,
Yay! Let's go! What?
pick their voice.
My name is Angie.
Oh my gosh! Did you see that?
Then answer
Oh
some
my,
questions
I'm being
about
so
their
loud.
personality.
Oh my god, I hope I didn't wake anybody up just then.
And everyone,
Did
meet
any-
Angie,
did you guys see
an
that? Did you guys see that?
outgoing college student.
Did you guys see that? Holy
there.
shit.
It's nice to meet you.
Holy shit.
I'm Angie. I
What
think
the
I should
fuck?
start living here.
That actually,
Oh,
yes.
It looks like something
That
is
play it back.
clouding
I will.
Angie's
I will gladly. I will gladly. This is not live. Head. This is. Just take it all in. Just take it. Oh my god. Oh my god. There are probably so many people on social media that have been flipping out over this. Is amazing. This is amazing. That's amazing. I actually was like, dude. They're dating and their dating preference. Oh my god. I love that. I know, me too, right? I am so happy right now. Holy shit. I really hope that there's other stuff like that. I mean, to be fair, I kind of wish that instead of putting actual, like, gendered words, they would just put, like, including no preferences, you could have ace people or the Pope. Yeah, I hope that, like, I to be honest, I do kind of wish that maybe instead of putting actual words, they just put pronouns, because that's a little bit more, like, general, and thus it might not get under certain people's skin. Because I think pronouns are just the way to go in terms of addressing people's gender instead of using actual words. So if I would have been in charge, I would have just put like he, him, she, her, they, them, he, they, she, they, and that's it. I would just put that because there's a lot more like creative freedom when it comes to that. But this is still amazing. This is still
And more.
holy crap.
Pick their voice.
My name is Angie.
This is oh my god.
It's nice to meet you.
Then answer some questions
Oh
about their
my god.
personality.
I'm
And everyone, meet
genuinely.
Angie,
I am
an outgoing,
so,
friendly
oh my
college
god.
student.
That's gonna overtake everything in the direct. There's like 20 minutes left. There's not gonna be a
It's
single
nice
other
to meet
thing that
you.
like
Hi,
that like gets some more reaction out of me. I'm buying this. I know. I think the game just sold me
Oh,
too.
It looks like
Like,
something is clouding Angie's
I've
mind.
literally never seen that word or anything like it in a first-party Nintendo game
How about some
ever,
fun?
especially not a game with Mii's in it, which means that like more people are gonna get it than ever because it's like Wii Sports in terms of how well it's gonna sell.
You'll
So
need
it's
to
like,
take care of your
God,
Mii at the
this
start.
this is actually kind of a big deal. Holy crap!
Huh.
Huh. It's so
I'm still not supporting this shitty ass company, but for the specific people that made this game, claps for them. Actual claps for them. It's also gonna be on Switch 1. Yeah, no.
About
That's why
that,
it doesn't break the
The
Switch
island
2
is
rule because it's
pretty
also
boring at
releasing on Switch
first.
1, and I will get it for that console specifically.
Angie needs
Same
some
thing goes for
company,
Rhythm Heaven.
So let's create some new island residents.
That will also. I'm gonna fucking cry.
First up is her childhood
Aw.
pal, Jess.
Aw, Jess.
There's
I
also
don't know who the.
He's kind,
Oh,
and
Patrick.
kinda aloof.
I don't know who the first girl's name was. I
Winters,
missed that.
Angie's mentor and professor.
Dr. Winters.
Yum.
Carlo, a barista.
I love how I
local
don't
cafe.
think there's gonna be set characters. I think these are
Crystal,
literally just characters
one of
that they made
Angie's
for the
friends from
direct,
work.
which is just so cute.
A crystal ball.
Hugh Morris, a jester and jokester.
It's just Pomni then.
And Mocha.
This is Pomni.
Angie's
Okay,
childhood
Mocha.
teddy bear.
Aww. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just made this specifically for the direct. Like, these are not concrete characters. Which is just so cute that they're talking about them like they are. That's actually really adorable. They're not like using... Yeah. I don't know, I just find that to be really neat. That combined with the,
Even if the
narrator.
residents are friends in the real world, they won't know each other here. At least at first. There
Aw.
needs to be an opportunity for them to get acquainted.
This is so amazing, dude. Oh
Let's
my
try bringing
god.
Crystal a little closer to Jess.
We haven't met yet, have we? My name is Crystal.
Have we?
Crystal. I'm Jess.
And now they know each other.
Getting familiar.
Once
Hell
this
yeah.
happens, the Mies will start interacting on their own.
Text-to-speech is perfect. I know, right? I love how they didn't change a single thing about the text-to-speech. Like, they could have updated it because of, like
Different things might
better
play out.
hardware with text-to-speech and stuff, and, like, AI and all that shit. But they didn't. Like, they knew that that text-to-speech from the first game was, like, so funny because of how not good it was. So they just kept it the
Love
same.
that idea.
Like, now it's just its signature because of how bad it
What should
is.
we talk about to help them get along?
Like, that's great. If they
Well,
actually updated it
here's a
anyway, it
little
would have... So much of
conversation
its soul
starter.
would have been lost. And this is coming from someone who, like, didn't even play the original game that much. Like, I'm not nearly as, like, nostalgic for
Say hello to
for
Dr.
it as other
Winters.
people are, and yet I even
Dr.
agree that this
Winters,
is, like,
This is
peak
Hugh Morris.
that they did that.
Do you feel like talking about monster trucks?
Tell me, Dr. Winters, did you see that report on TV yesterday? The one about monster trucks?
My goodness.
Of course I saw it. I've been itching to talk to someone about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say,
You know,
it
there's...
was so boring that I
It would
fell
be so
asleep.
amazing
I guess I'm
how
just
many,
not
like,
that interested
little
in
kids
monster
will
trucks.
get this game and, like,
I
probably
see.
learn about what non-binary is from this game.
That reminds me.
Like, I don't think you guys understand how
Dr. Winters
much
made a cameo in the report.
this will, like, be widespread.
Right. Whoa, you know,
Because this is
we
like
really
a
do have lot
first-party
to talk
Nintendo
about
game
after
with
all.
Mii's
I bet we could be good
for
friends.
all audiences that's
They hit
being
it off.
heavily promoted like this, having its own direct.
On this island, time passes in the same
This was
way
my
as the
first
real world.
exposure to gay
So,
people.
even when you're not playing,
I mean, that
the
actually kind of
Miis
makes
will live
sense.
their lives of their own
Because
accord.
that Deltarune was like in 2018. Oh, both of you are in ads? Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I paused it for you two. There we go. I wouldn't normally do that, but I think, yeah, no. I think for now at least it is basically. Fuck, I need to stop doing that. Why do I think you guys can't see that? No, you guys can. Jeez. I was just saying, I'm pretty sure, at least right now, you guys are the only two people that are actually watching. It makes sense, it's pretty late in the stream. So, yeah. Anybody new who shows up, or anybody who's lurking will not have any idea, but I want to do this just for you, because you guys seem to be really excited about this, and I am as well. I am as well. Freaking... Aw. You're welcome. No, don't do that now. There we go. Okay. It should be alright. It should be alright. I'm still thinking about. Oh my god. I do kind of wish that they just did pronouns, but yeah, it's still awesome. It's still awesome. Maybe they still will. Maybe they still will. Then maybe it's just like a page of options that like they either could add in the future they haven't already, or they have already. They just didn't show it to us. That would be great, I think. Because I would love. I don't know why I I literally didn't list out my pronouns when I was listing out the pronouns earlier. I didn't list off any all. That's really why I want to, because that's why it matters so much to me. Anyway, but they should have those 6 pronouns there, I feel, instead of the 3 actual words. But whatever, it's still amazing. It's still amazing. Yeah. This frame is also great. You're so sweet. Aw. Yeah, let me know when ads are done for you. Let me know when ads are done. Done. There we go. Okay, I'll let you know. Yeah. Come on. Ads are done. There we go. There we go. Back, yeah. There we are. See, there ads are synced, so I can't control that. Like, I would love to just do that every single time ads showed up, but it's not always synced up like that.
No.
Which
it's
just
my
sucks,
fault.
honestly.
Are you okay?
It's literally like the one complaint I have about streaming on Twitch specifically.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Aw.
Then we're both fine. Good.
Aw.
Stay safe out there.
What does it look like? I don't know why.
Oh, is this a vision?
I don't know why that specific me
Eventually
reminded
falling
me
in
of like, it
love.
reminds me of like an actor.
No
upskirt this time.
Anyway, let's introduce some of the shops that bring the island to life.
This is awesome. I love this.
First up
This is way better. How is this way better than the previous like actual direct that we had? Like, this is just for a singular game, and yet it's so much better than the that real direct with all the remaining games.
Rather unusual options.
Also, wait.
Yum.
Try finding your
I think that
favorites.
it threw me. The foods are like photorealistic. I don't remember that
This
thing
is the
being in the
clothing
first
shop.
game, but
Where
it threw me off.
You'll find a
Where
dolly
and
dress
where?
outfit. A
Oh, I
sunny-side
love
up
that.
outfit,
I love that dress. Dress was so cute.
and
Yay! Oh, I love
clothes
that.
like a hot dog
I'm totally wearing
costume
that.
And a wrestling singlet.
Oh my goodness.
Bronco. I'm a well anyway.
If you want to change up your look, head to this shop.
Oh my goodness. This is
Next,
What the
news
frick?
station, MNN. It's
MNN?
your source for everyday happenings on the island.
You bet it is.
We've got a surprising news story for you.
Weird IRL, you'd be
Early
so
this
cute.
morning, an unidentified
What?
creature with an extremely long
More,
neck was captured.
like,
only to be
photorealistic
later identified
crap.
as local resident Angie.
You can also re-watch the news later if you'd like.
That's really. This is so
Revamp your room
surreal.
with the home
Looks like
supply store
Jackbox
TNC
almost.
Reno.
There's the visual
There are
style when
rooms
that
for people
happens.
Who want to be library dwellers, or who dream of living in a supermarket.
Thank you, Japan.
Design
my
your
goodness.
room with a plethora of options from this shop. Here's the marketplace, where the items sold will change based on the current time.
Step right up and try your luck.
Ooh, I like this.
Probably the best deal on
I
the
don't know why
island.
this
From
specific
great
camera
finds
shot and like the way this is
to
lit.
unique mystery bags.
This shot is just really.
You might
cool
be
looking.
surprised at what you discover.
I have a feeling I'm starting to think that was the thing in the first game, and I just
choose a
completely
meme.
forgot. Because that's happening way too much. It
Background,
has to be something that they carried over the
and
photorealistic
placement.
stuff.
Then snap a picture.
Yay! Awesome.
Try making memories with the residents via photos.
Yes.
Oh, it's Dr. Winters. What's on your mind?
My goodness.
Yumian doesn't have enough greenery. Can we get some more plants around here?
That's a great idea. Anything specific?
What kind of plants are we gonna get? After stream, I'm just gonna head to bed. That's what I always do. Just like go take a shower, maybe have
Spruce things up.
something small to eat, like a dessert, and then
Well,
head off
look
to
at
bed.
that. The town's landscape looks beautiful, thanks to Dr. Winter's idea. In addition to taking suggestions from residents, you can place
Yeah,
landscaping items across the island.
Lattice.
This is where quick build comes in handy.
Yeah.
Welcome.
At this shop,
Heck
you
yeah.
can purchase a variety of
Definitely a lot of like
items,
Animal
like
Crossing New
benches and
Horizons
plants.
stuff in this game. They're
You
definitely
can
taking a lot of
use
inspiration
space
from
for
that.
residents to hang out, like this.
Fancy Santa.
You can also move houses and
Which-
shops around.
Even I still haven't played a single Animal Crossing yet. I
or
really need to get on
expand
that.
areas of land. So go ahead and change things up to your liking.
This is such an awesome video. I don't know if you mean the stream or the direct, but either way, yeah, I totally agree. Thank you.
Are possible with just your imagination.
Yeah, wow, that's actually really big. Wow, even that? Damn. Holy whoa! Wait, that's actually sick. Wait, that's so much more customization than
Here's an
whoa.
alien who's recently
Oh,
been
both.
popping up in
Oh my god,
Angie's
an alien?
dreams.
Okay, wow. Popping up in her
Mocha's
dreams.
Latte has also been showing up. The island's
Thank you,
becoming
thank you.
pretty lively.
The way you could change up the map is like great. I can't believe they give you that much freedom.
If it isn't Patrick.
There's Dr. Winters
Aw.
waddling around town.
I love this.
Hello.
And here's Jess, socializing skills and crossed arms at the ready. These tiny habits are called little quirks, which you can gift to me characters.
What? This is, huh?
Feel a bit more like myself.
Not entirely sure how this works, but it looks cute.
The little quirks can differ. Like how Mies enjoy their food, for example.
Oh, okay. More photorealism. I mean,
You can also gift them
I
phrases.
Yeah.
I just feel like they wouldn't normally. This would normally be a launch game
Some other little quirks.
because I mean it is a me game, but it's still a more like
tossing and turning
not
while
as
asleep.
well known me
Try
game, I
finding
guess.
the little quirks that
Like, I don't
match
know,
each me.
Mario Kart being the launch game, that makes way more sense.
Oh,
That would have been
Angie,
cool
why so
though if it was a
glum?
launch game.
Huh. Patrick shot me down.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But you guys can like still be friends, right? I never. Hold on. No, I actually have a. I need to pause this. Like, genuine question. Why is it that like? Cause like I'm Arrow, right? So I don't really have like. Maybe I don't have a like proper. Maybe I can't properly speak on this, but like, if you're if you're in a relationship, like if you're friends with someone and you're thinking about maybe like having a closer relationship with them, like in any way, and they say no, then what does that stop? Like, what is that? Why does that mean you have to stop seeing them altogether? Like, why can't you still have like just a regular friendship like you were having? Because like you had like a good thing going, right? But I know so many people that like after they asked that, and when they said no, it's just like, that's it. I'm never talking to this person ever again. It's which is like, no, why are you denying yourself of like the already really great friendship? Like just because they denied that doesn't mean you still can't deny yourself of having so much fun. Like you would have missed out on so much. Yeah, I don't know. So like that's what I bring that up because it's like that's what I'm thinking there. Like like yeah, maybe that sucks a little bit, but like you guys should still be able to. After moving on with that, you guys should still be able to be friends at least. There's no reason to just think that it's like it's over. You can never, unless you can never ever see him as a friend, like ever.
Why can I never keep my hoodie strings even?
Yeah, just friends with the next. Yeah, and like you could, that could also work. Like you could actually be in that closer
There's a rumor
relationship
going around that Mocha is worried
for a
about
while,
you.
and then break up, and then still be friends. Yeah, but you can be differently disappointed. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Feeling
Not
better.
that, like... Aw. Not that, like, you're... Not... Okay, this is pretty funny. Okay, this is actually really funny.
Touched by humorous's kindness. And now,
Anyways, that's like saying the dog is dead, we can still... Oh.
Wait. Is Angie falling for humorous?
Well, but that's
No
what I'm
kidding.
saying, like, the dog isn't dead in this scenario.
We'll see how this unfolds. But first, please take
Yeah.
a look at this.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be, like...
Oh, it's Crystal. She's
Like, sure got offered a... I need to pause it and actually read this. Offered a job, wanted to be in marketing, only was custodial. Yeah, kind of like that. Like, you should still... Like, not that... You can definitely be disappointed by that, but, like, after that disappointment, you shouldn't, like, deny yourself of, like, the friendship that you guys had, because that was still fun. And yeah, I think that analogy that Dime said there is... That's a good
out
way
and
of
about,
phrasing that,
dog
I
by her
think.
side. But this pup isn't
Like, I'd
an
still
ordinary
take
pet.
that
You
job.
can create it. All
Because, I mean,
thanks
it's
to
still...
this
It might not be
workshop
exactly what I
palette
wanted, but
house.
it's still good. It's still a good job that I like.
Here's how Crystal's dog was made.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
that's not the only thing
Yeah,
you
Pollen
can
seems much
create.
more of a continuum between friendship and romance than
A
people don't.
customized
Exactly.
latte.
Same here, because I'm Arrow, I'm much more, like, loosey-goosey when it comes to that. Like, because I'm still a little bit,
Jess's
like,
favorite
I don't really
TV
know
show?
100% if I am or not, so, like, it's either I'm Arrow
Patrick
or I'm
Sweater
Polly
that
with,
lights
like,
up the
everyone.
night.
And if I'm
You
Polly
can
with, like,
make
everyone, then yeah,
items
no,
to
I'm
your
Arrow.
heart's content.
Because I just want to be friends with everyone. I have too much
Oh,
love to
hey,
give. I could
you
never
also
isolate it to a
design
specific
the
person, right?
exterior of a house and the ground.
So I guess that's why
You
I
can
have
create
that
items
outlook, because
and
I'm just
use them
like,
for your island.
not
So
only
go wild.
wouldn't
and
I
make what
ask
you want
someone
at
like that,
Powerhouse.
like, well, just because, like, I don't know. That's what I meant with, like, oh, if I'm not Arrow, then I would just be Polly with everyone, which pretty much just confirms with me that I am Arrow,
What's on your mind?
basically.
Huh.
Because yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just saying that, like, if I, like, the only other possibility
Well,
would
let's
be,
hope it goes well.
like,
gotta cheer her
something
on.
that just
Where should I confess my
contradicts
love?
what I'm already saying.
How about on a Ferris wheel?
So, like, yeah, no. Like, I really just
How
want to be
should I
friends with
confess my
everyone.
feelings?
I feel like if I was actually had romantic feelings towards someone, then I would, like, feel
Why not
guilty.
the old-fashioned way?
Like, for other people that I really loved, and also I feel like
The perfect
there would be too much
locale for a
pressure
profession of
involved.
love. You know, if it goes well.
So yeah,
So,
I'm saying I totally relate with what Dime is like that, and I'm definitely just a lot
you
more
see,
looser when it comes to relationships like that,
I'm in love. I'm in.
which I really
know
like
exactly
because it
what
means
you're
that there's
trying
not
to
nearly
say.
as many like
I'm
rules of
totally in
like,
love with the view from here too.
oh man, just because you're doing this, it means that they're
Actually,
dating. Like,
that's
no,
not
that's
what I was
dumb. I
going
just
to
want to
say.
do what I want with
I'm in
people.
love with you. Can we go on a date?
Yeah. Like, I don't want, like, the pressure of, like, romance and stuff, honestly.
Hold it right there.
And I think it's too complicated anyway, so, yeah. I just want to be friends with y'all.
The one who truly loves you, Morris.
Yeah.
is
I mean,
me.
yeah.
Jess is here.
I mean, yeah, you could have a
Almost
romantic
like
attraction to
this.
everyone. I just mean, like, actually, like, being in a
Dr.
romantic
Winters,
relationship
too?
with everyone, I guess. Because, yeah, you're right. That's true. Yeah.
Well, the one who truly, deeply loves you more
I
is
just want to
me.
be friends with everyone.
I
Exactly,
confess my
Seb,
feelings
exactly.
first. That means I
That's
love
exactly
Morris the
right.
most.
I'm not interested in
You're
romantic
right.
relationships. I just want to be friends with
Which of
everyone.
us do you choose?
Pick one of us.
Which is why I
once and
say
for
that I'm
all.
Arrow. And honestly, I think that, like,
I'm so glad
whenever
you feel
people,
the
like,
same,
asked
Dr.
me
Winters.
to, like,
Oh,
oh, do you have a
poor
romantic
Angie.
attraction? Like,
She's
really,
been
at the end of the
turned down
day,
a
it
second
was
time.
not ever a romantic attraction. It was just, I want to just be friends with them.
Why does my heart hurt so much?
TBH.
Oh, wonder what's brewing with Mocha.
Honestly, I kind of feel bad for, like, talking this entire time
With Angie.
over the direct, but, like, for the moment, it really hasn't been that much actual, like, information. It's really just been, like,
Every day, if Angie
it's
and
just
I
been, like,
live together.
these characters, and we're just, like, watching a story, basically. Which is kind of a
Oh, right.
cute way of doing it,
Angie and
actually.
Mocha go way back. So why
They're
not
feeling bad.
reminisce?
Did I say I felt
Let's have
bad?
them talk about when
I don't
the
remember.
two of you first met.
Wait,
I think you're right.
aren't AAC friends not...
I'll go talk
might
to
not all
her.
be just friends? Yeah, no.
Can I have a word?
Yeah, no, not Ace, just Arrow.
What's up?
But like even then, no, it's in my brain. I'm just like,
Together. What
yeah, no,
play
they're
do
just
you
friends.
think
I don't
you'd
know.
enjoy doing
That's just how my
every day?
brain works. I just want to be just friends with everybody.
Let's say it together.
Oh, feel bad for talking a lot. Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Well, also because I just hope I didn't like miss
Talking
anything.
about
When we met.
Aw.
We are so compatible. Let's move in together.
But yeah, it's I love this direct because
You,
like
Mocha.
after like the first 10 minutes, it's literally just been
Here's
like
your
them
home.
telling a story, which
Looks
kind of
they're
like
really
is the
living
only
the
that's
dream.
kind of the only way that they could even really describe this game because you really can't describe this game
Angie looks
easily
much
with
happier,
words. You
too.
kind of just have to describe it by just showing it to
Here in
people,
this big old
which is
house,
actually a really
up to
cool way
8
of them
residents can live together.
doing the direct. Actually, I didn't even think
You'll
about that
be
until
able to
just
see
now.
Different sides of the Miis when they're under the same
Exact.
roof.
Yeah, you're just vibing. It's Tomodachi Life is just such a
On three,
weird
say the first
and interesting
thing
game
that
that you
comes
can't
to
really
mind
describe it
when
with
you think
words.
of a fashion icon
It's
in
way
the
better. It's
South.
more like show don't tell.
1, 2, 3.
So I'm glad this is how they're framing the direct. Like they're literally just dicking around in the direct.
And that's that.
Yeah, it is.
The Miis on this island
Like
will
it's
live out
it,
their lives
it really shows
however
me that like
so
they knew
choose.
that, and so they're just like, yeah, no, literally
When is
just do
the
this.
game coming out?
When is the game
Yeah.
coming out?
They might befriend someone,
When is the game coming out?
live together,
Always handling the cleanup.
or even
Mm-hmm.
fall in love. See how their relationships change and help them out
gosh.
where you can.
That concludes a basic overview of Tomodachi Life,
Still love that they
living
did
the
that.
dream. What did you think? Soon, it'll be your turn to create your own island.
Yeah, no, they can. That was the thing in the first game as
What
well.
kinds of me characters would you make? Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream launches on the Nintendo Switch system April 16th.
Ooh, April 16th. Okay. Don't know why I thought it was. I don't know why I
The
thought it was
game will
March.
also
Maybe
be
it's because.
compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2
Yeah,
system.
okay.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Maybe I thought it was in March because the previous game that we just demoed was also coming out in March. Or maybe also Rhythm Heaven is coming out in March. Yeah. Should I do that? It is also. You know what? I've also been eyeing this. I noticed that. I just want to watch this just cause. Yeah. Horns, fangs, da 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 da. Yeah. They actually brought back. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. They brought back. So for those who don't know, I want to watch this before we end off. This has been on my radar like all of. I think this was released. When was this even released? January 20. Wow, actually, okay, that was a lot longer ago than I thought. This is, if you don't know what Cartoons is, basically back in like the late 90s and early 2000s, like every original Cartoon Network show went under that label. Like if there was anything that wasn't like a rerun of an older show or like an anime or anything like that, if it was just a purely original American animated cartoon, like it would be under Cartoons. And so they actually time to watch Felix freak out about the direct. Heck yeah. Oh, we're totally rating. Oh my gosh. Oh, he watched it earlier. Gonna see the Oh, okay. I thought that I thought that Felix was actually streaming right now about that. Never mind. How do you show your browser on stream? Oh, it's just it's gonna see the bot. Okay. Well then, yeah. Okay. I'll see you around dime. Okay. Bye bye. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah. How do you show your browser on stream? It's just a. He got up for it live, vibrating through the walls. Wait. Actually, hold on. I want to check that. Is he actually? No, he's not. Not on my side. Is he live? He's not. No. Either he's like about to go live and is not live yet, or something like that. Also, I want to. Damn, Cybershell is still live. I want to raid him. Damn. Got up for it live. Yeah. Or maybe, yeah. Oh, got it for. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was gonna say yeah. No. So yes, the VOD. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. I'll see you later, Dime. Yeah, you go ahead and watch that. Didn't make you uncomfortable. What were you thinking about the browser? Yeah. No. Okay. You didn't. Sev, you didn't make him uncomfortable. Don't worry. He would have said something. It's okay. There, Sev. Anyways, I was saying, literally all you do is it's just one of the sources. Like you just which is the actual window capture in sources is how you capture browsers. That's how you do that. Or you can just do screen capture. Anyways, so that's what cartoons are, and this caught everybody's attention in like the animation community because they brought back cartoons as like these one-off shorts of these like one-off shorts, and this looks really really cool. I want to watch this. Yeah, and even it sounds similar too. Chimera.
Alright, class, save it for those stick-in-the-mud angel kids. I expect you to make a big impression your first time on the boring side of the school.
Yeah.
Correct! Out of the way, fruit fly!
They called me fruit fly again.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. What are you gonna call them back?
Nothing?
They're just doing what I've been teaching them. What I've been trying to teach you.
I'm doing my best.
You're just a late bloomer. I was too.
You were?
Nah, I just said that to make you feel better. And then I said that to make you feel worse. That's how you do it. You just gotta find something to light your fire.
But I don't know how to breathe fire yet.
It'll come to you when you find that thing you love. Like brimstone or fire.
I don't think it'll be fire.
Well, there's always brimstone.
My gosh. This already looks so great. Holy shit.
And so your goal in every endeavor should be to
Aw.
never cause harm to
Yeah.
any living thing.
Yeah.
Well, like, this is different from how it was before. Like, I think, like, the actual name is the same, but the format is way different. This looks like a space for, like, there to be, like, one-offs and, like, short pilots. Which is kind of how things used to be. Like, there used to be, like, they would just air sometimes there would also be, like, these little mini shows where they would just air pilots of what could be shows, and there were some full-on Cartoon Network shows that would come out of it. But that wasn't under Cartoons. That was under a different thing. It's just neat seeing this actual name come back and the logo and everything.
Radiant.
And this
I think
idea
it's
is
a
still
personal
great.
challenge for you to find a loophole in.
Yeah, what about a bug? Oh,
Hopefully this volume is good, by the way.
I think it's a good question.
Aren't you, Well, sometimes being someone's conscience means making compromises. You could cry and throw a funeral every time you step on a bug.
Okay.
But in a moral dilemma, you need to weigh your options. Is stepping on a bug the same as hurting a person?
Let's find out.
Radiant, be nice. You could actually learn a lot from, what do they call you?
Clementine, where'd you... Oh, there you are.
You need to keep better track of your students. I was just about to ask her to join my class.
Huh?
Ha ha, you are so very funny.
Could I?
What?
I just think that... I know I'd fit better here.
No, you wouldn't. With this pack of miserable goody two-shoes?
Perhaps she's tired of hanging out with a bunch of bloodsuckers.
That's not very nice.
Yeah. Plus,
Delicious. Oh, that is disgusting.
how do you know? You ever tried it?
You're just trying to provoke me.
Oh, wow. You're tall. I bet no one ever calls you fruit fly.
Nope.
So, this side of the school
So
is a lot
awesome.
quieter than ours. And there's a lot less fire.
Hey, kid. Look alive.
You too, Radiant. We've reached a compromise. Clementine, you've got potential. I want to give you a chance.
Falling asleep after streaming might
You're
sleep.
not
Also, I get
supposed
sleep
to
in because no
This is the
therapy.
opposite.
Yay! Awesome.
Not at all. I'm perfectly comfortable with it. This is
What is this
highly
rated?
unusual, but let's give you a field test. Come here. I'll show you what I mean.
Is there not? Yeah, there is
This
comments.
girl is in the middle of a serious moral dilemma. I want you to advise her as though you were one of my students.
This is
And
more
if
like
you
I'm strange this isn't on
score an
Adult
A,
Swim.
You can start learning like one.
Hold up. You can't send her without a counterpart.
I'll be happy to.
Oh, no. Fair is fair. You have to send your weirdest kid. Fine.
Your turn.
Don't worry, Clem, you're still a devil. I have every confidence you'll fail. Not to get all sappy on you, but I believe deep down, you truly suck.
Okay.
Where's she gonna go, though? Oh, they're really small?
Oh,
Can't
good.
tell.
You guys are here. We're ready to help
Oh!
with any problem, no matter
Oh,
how
that's so
earth-shattering
cool!
it might be. Okay. I need to know how to answer this text. See, we're on this team together, and we get to name the team.
That's
and she
so
has different ideas, and I don't know her,
cool.
but she's cool, and I want to be her friend.
Wow.
Wait, that's such a cool idea, having that little
Life-changing.
trope.
Right, it is.
And there's...
This is about social bonding. The wrong answer could leave you friendless.
So?
So? Sorry, aren't you the one who's supposed to be saying that stuff?
This is...
You're not
Oh
the
my
only
gosh.
being with free will. Rude. This is why you have no friends.
Like, as soon as they showed
Don't
up on
call
their
me that.
shoulders, I was just like, holy shit.
That's what
Like, everything was coming
call
together.
you.
My teacher never asked what I wanted to be called, and neither did you.
But You're right. I'm sorry. What do you want to be called?
Ray. Just Ray.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Ray.
Oh, boy.
I hope it's nice to meet me too. Now that I'm listening to you, that's what friends should do.
Aw. It's alright. Hold on. It's okay. I paused. There we go. Just wanted to do that. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, okay. Hold on. I will turn on the music as well while we're waiting. Cassie. What? No. What? Why is it an emergent? What? Oh. Oh, I see it. I see it. Aww. No. No. No, please don't. Uh-oh. We don't. Much to us. There we go. Oh my gosh, friend emergency. My goodness. This is actually an... Yeah, you're right. This is an emergency. There. Let's try comforting him. No matter what happens, we will always be here for you. Yeah. Think that... Wait, what? Yeah, okay. Threw me off because... Hold on, is that not... Oh, yeah, that's right, heart. A minute I was worried because I didn't see... Okay. Yeah. Oh, fine. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh wait, he just DM'd me. I just DM'd me. He's oh. Callie just DM'd me. I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to say what it is for his privacy, but I'm comforting him. Breaths. And okay. All right. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good for now. I'll obviously check into him later tonight, but I think we're all right for now. What? That's to people that they don't know. Yeah, I hope she's okay. I hope they're okay too. I hope he's okay too. I really hope he's okay. That's to people they don't know. If will give you as much space time as you need. Since I joined this server, I've never always set out to never make people uncomfortable. Yeah. Oh well. It's okay, it's okay. There. I'm sure everything will be alright. I'm sure everything will be alright. I don't want anything bad to happen to him either. But I'm sure he's just going through a lot right now because it's late at night. You know how that happens when it's like really late and you get lost in your own thoughts and you start saying things that you don't really mean. Maybe you're a little bit more like negative than you normally are. But obviously that doesn't make it like not serious or anything like that. Yeah, I don't like people. Yeah. Hatched it. Neither do I. I'm making sure
if someone else has, you should stand up and call them out on it. Yeah, agreed. That happened with Sev recently. Someone was latched onto him and we were really uncomfortable about it. Yeah. So, Kalista, if there's if someone is acting like that to you, don't be afraid to do the same. You deserve complete comfort and safety. There we go. There we go. It's okay. It's okay. I think, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think we've said everything that we could say. Or at least I've said everything that I could say. I don't really know of much else to say that I wouldn't just be like repeating myself. Really? So, yeah. True. Still see them on the server. If you could get rid of them, that would. Okay, there we go. I just DM'd someone that I needed to. I don't know. I was just like in. It's okay. Yeah, I'll wipe away your tears. Don't worry. It's alright. Let's go back to that short that we were watching and then go ahead and wrap up the stream. I wouldn't have normally taken a detour like that, but you're right. That was an emergency. You're right. We needed to stop what we were doing and do that. You're right. And I'm really glad we did. And I also just DM'd someone else that wasn't even like related to that as well that I needed to do. So thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. We needed to do that. Yeah, exactly. That needed to happen. And hopefully we cheered him up. Okay, let's go back to this pilot because this was like really good.
Listen to each other, just like your teammate is asking for
I
your
love
advice.
this.
Yeah. So let's help them build their friendship. Okay, Ray?
Nah.
What? Come on.
What? Maybe she shouldn't want
Always
people to
let you
like
know,
her.
darling.
Maybe
Aw.
she shouldn't have to act like everyone expects her to.
Well, maybe she's tired of feeling dismissed and alone and doesn't want to be picked on anymore or called an annoying fruit fly.
Mosquito.
Huh? No, it's fruit fly. I didn't breathe fire. Not even to save my own skin or blood, I guess.
You want me to kill it?
No, I don't want to hurt it. If it's gotta suck blood to stay alive, then it should. Just not my blood. I don't have enough.
You heard her. Find another meal ticket. Oops.
Oh, that.
My
It's,
goodness.
fine.
Whatever.
You didn't have to do that for me.
I know. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, I got an idea.
Aww.
Fireflies. Huh. I kind of like it.
Me too.
She says, that's so random. I love it.
Aww. Yay! That's awesome. I love that. Wait, I love
Now
that though.
that was a grade A performance. Fair's fair, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, if we're talking fair, how about a trade? I'll take that
That's
defect
great.
off your hands.
I love this
Oh,
pilot.
Ray-
I hope that this becomes into a real
Ray
show.
did an exemplary job, even though she didn't have to.
Whatever.
Yeah, this
And
is
so
great.
did
I
you,
love this.
Clementine. Welcome to my class.
I'm gonna be an angel! Starting now.
Yay! Let's wait till the end of the credits. Yeah. That was awesome. I love this. Hold on, let's go back. I want to go back to the voices. Hold on. Who was in this? Tree Leong, Austin voice. Ah. Oh, you know what? I can't say I've actually ever heard of any of those, but they were all really great. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. I just have seen this in my feed a bunch, and I'm like, yeah, it was right there. What the heck? Yeah, Cartoon Network Studios. Yeah, very awkward. I'm not entirely sure why that exists, but it was still really, really cool. But yeah. Anyhow, that is going to be it for tonight. I just have to turn the music back on again. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, hold on. Callie takes it back. Okay. Okay, I see. You didn't do anything wrong. If that's how... that's totally fine and out. Totally fine and there we go. You have the right to do that. Yeah. 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 Anyway. Yeah, no. He's okay. He's okay. He's just he's just talking to me right now. He's talking about like the nitty-gritty of like why he was saying all that, which I'm not going to say out loud for his sake. But I'm glad that he was talking about it. So goodness, we could serve to turn that up a little bit. Damn. For some reason, this is like really, really quiet music. Like, this is still even... at like, yeah, I don't know. This is still pretty darn quiet. Don't worry, he's okay, he's okay. Thinking about doing what? Unfriend. Into small things like that before. If you don't try with that's okay. And yeah. Okay. It's okay. He's feeling better. He's like describing more about what actually was going on now. I'm not gonna actually say anything, but don't worry, he's good. And yeah, I think you did. It's about something way more specific. I'm not gonna say what it is though. But he's way better. He's way better. We're just talking like regularly now. Let's go ahead and end off the stream, so then that way maybe I can like talk to him more regularly. Can we still? Yes, we can. I'm surprised that he is still alive after all this time. I hope it would be awesome if we could raid him. Please say that we can raid him. Don't feel as tired? Uh-oh. Alright. We might not be able to... Let's see. Let's see if we can raid... Yes, we can! Okay. We are raiding. Ladies and gentlemen, we are raiding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're off to Cyber Shell. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Please blow up. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, the shotgun. What's up? BHM 100. What is up?
Heck yeah. There we are. Everybody go hang out with Cybercell. The schedule for the rest of the week is that Friday we are going and probably finishing Metroid Prime 3. All really depends on how long the end game is. Sunday is Ocarina of Time. Monday is whatever game wins the poll after Metroid, if we finish it. And then Wednesday is the continuation of the Pikmin Marathon. Alright? So thank you all to everybody who tuned in, everybody who is still here. Hugs and kisses to you all. I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful rest of your night. And take care, okay, everybody? Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Now give me a good D20.